This program is intended for mature audiences and may contain some material that is not suitable for everyone, including violence, coarse language, and unfiltered opinions. We do not endorse the views of those we report on.
We're back once again.
Oh shit.
We're very happy to be back, and we've got a fuck ton to talk about tonight. I was feeling pretty sick the last time we were supposed to do this, so we didn't actually get to do one, even though I had a lot of content and wanted to do one. So now we have a fuck ton of content because it's been a week and a half. So regardless, there's some really fucking interesting things that we have to talk about, and I'm joined by three beautiful people as always, which is quickly becoming the most regular crew on this little panel here.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
And no complaints about that. I think we all have a great little dynamic going on here, and it'll be cool to occasionally have on other people too, like Mud. But I like what we have here, and I like the audience, and I like everything about this. So, what's up, everybody? We got Tony, we got John, we got Seth, we got a bunch of beautiful fucking people, and I think we should just get into it because there's so much to talk about that I don't even want to mince words at the start.
No
foreplay.
Banter.
Yeah, no fucking foreplay.
Dive right in.
Yeah, normally there's at least like 5 minutes of us just fucking bullshitting at the start, but there's so much for us to talk about tonight that if we want to get to any of it, we got to get to it right fucking now.
Let's do it.
Yeah, all right, so...
Oh shit, Pixel's here.
Oh, Pixel, what's up, Pixel? Hi, Pixel.
Hey.
There's a bunch of people in the chat right now. Say hello if you haven't said hello yet. And, let your friends know about this shit, too. But I think we should address the big elephant in the, not the room, but the thumbnail. Because, there's there's a really interesting picture of Dave that I'm sure a lot of people are questioning how that came to exist.
I need to quit leaving me alone with the internet.
We really do, because you find shit like this. You found all the weird shit that we're gonna talk about Dave tonight in like the course of one night. I'm pretty sure, at least, anyway. Like,
Yeah, all of that I found in one go. That was just one. That was actually like an hour and a half that I found it all.
Oh my God.
That's absolutely fucking insane. Speaking of actual insanity, I just played the first few seconds and it nearly blew my ears off. So I think for the sake of the viewers, I'm going to put down the volume a little bit. Because yeah, Dave starts shouting immediately here. Starts shouting
really
fucking immediately. Yeah. What's up, Lucifer Almighty?
Just for reference, for time frame for everyone, this video comes to us from the year 2012. This is 2012, Dave.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 10 years ago. Jesus Christ.
Jeez.
And originally I thought this was like posted on like some type of like, you know, cringe compilation channel, but this is actually a channel that used to belong to Dave, isn't it?
Yes, that is Dave's channel.
This is when like angry gamer thing was like the
angry
meme
video
of the
game
year.
nerd was like really huge, and everyone wanted to like get a piece of that. The most recent video on that channel comes to us from 2013.
7 years. Yeah. No, 2015.
2015.
Actually.
Yeah, that's right, because he has the clocks back up. All of
the
them.
white clock era.
Look,
not the wood clock era.
I like how the one closest to him is fucking Istanbul. Like, that's his biggest priority.
I
love
find
how
all of the times are still really, really wrong.
Yeah.
None of them are correct.
Not to mention the most incorrect thing is it's called Istanbul and not Constantinople. But
right.
Here we go.
Yeah. Oh my God! I just read the title of this. It says Carol Voderman Sudoku. I maybe it's just because Dave was on the screen, but I seriously did read like caveman Sudoku. Yeah,
he's not a fan of Sudoku, by the way.
He's not.
Its numbers hurt his brain.
I bet it's just 3 squares, and he still can't figure it out.
No, you can see the evolution of his background, like throughout the thumbnails. Because look, there he is with a little one. There's nothing.
They're just completely bare.
Yeah.
Damn
it,
well, man.
Good evolution of his background over the years.
He actually put up Christmas decorations.
Damn.
What the fuck?
He reviewed a Fisher Price game.
Start off this one.
What's AGR?
Angry
Game Review.
Oh my God!
And the other one says War Corp 666 on it.
It does? I don't see that.
Yeah, I don't see it.
It does.
Yeah, it's really light. I can see some writing, but it's super light.
It's written in invisible ink.
It's hung right around his diploma.
What's up, Robert?
Yeah.
I was wondering what that was. It looked like a diploma to me. Is that like a high school diploma, or did he actually?
No, that's his college diploma.
Oh, okay. Oh, right.
He went to broadcast school. And,
look, somehow I always forget that he did that. I don't know why, but I always forget that he has those skill sets. It's almost like he never applies them ever in his video making.
Yeah, weird.
Like, I consistently have made like better fucking more well edited videos, and I have no experience at all.
Shit, that's how I got my start streaming was by editing videos.
If you scroll down just a tiny bit, right under UN Squadron, you can see the writing on the blue stocking in the Mario's Time Machine video.
Did he flip it around?
War Corp 666.
Oh my God, that looks like a child's writing.
He is a child.
Look at those sixes. Look at those fucking sixes.
Those are terrible 6s. They look like fucking lamb chops.
Yeah,
that's so good.
Or like tomahawk steaks or some shit like that.
Maybe tomahawks too.
Yeah.
I'll give them the benefit of the doubt and just be like, it's a cheap felt stocking, so but those 6s, man,
This is where Caroline was at like fucking 10 years ago. I guess he hasn't actually lost that much ground since then, but
he actually started putting his hair up at this point.
Yeah, true.
Oh, there's also videos of him with like a kind of like a bob haircut at one point.
A bob.
Because he had actually gotten it cut, like the bottoms curl in, kind of like the berries and cream guy.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, he had
Oh
a
my
Berries and
God.
Cream Dude haircut for a bit.
Damn.
Somebody told me there's an AI we can put that image into.
Was Dave
Oh,
using a
no.
webcam mic? Look, it was a different time. A lot of people were using
Yeah.
webcam mics back then. Even if it was terrible fucking. Anyway, we need to get into the main course because,
I
yeah,
think he's
everyone.
got a Dell.
Yeah, yeah.
By the way,
Sounds,
if this
sounds like one,
channel,
doesn't it?
if this channel ever goes down, if the Angry Game Reviews channel ever gets completely deleted by Dave, I have all these videos downloaded.
All of them?
Yeah, no dirty
All
deleting,
55
Dave.
of them.
As soon as Mango was like, "Hey, check out this shit," I was like, "Download everything, please." She was like,
Oh my
"Okay."
god.
He didn't say please.
Boy, it's time to review a game. What should I
Well,
review
fair enough.
next time? Oh, I know. I'll review the Barbie game. Barbie's the best ever.
All right.
This is the only time he's ever made me laugh.
he actually had enough hair to put it in fucking pigtails. That is,
Oh my
that is
fucking
amazing.
God.
Oh,
And he's wearing a pink polo, and he's gonna pull out a wine cooler in just a second. I think it's a strawberry daiquiri one.
oh my
Oh my
god.
fucking God. This is awesome.
Wine coolers and play some Barbie.
Oh my god. You know what? He still had to buy the wine cooler though.
Oh,
Like he
my
still had to
God.
like he drank that pretty happily, you can tell. Like, come on.
I
dude.
imagine he went to the store dressed like this just to buy the wine coolers so nobody would talk shit to him.
Definitely not the first time he's rocked that look. You know what? You know what, Dave? Maybe you should just accept who you really are, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You seem to be a lot happier doing this than you are in your usual videos. Like there's
You
some
know,
actual energy to this.
That's actually a really good point.
Yeah.
No,
it
like
really is.
he had. It seemed like he had a lot of fun doing these videos, and like he had friends during this. But you want to know what happened? Fucking Gamergate, Dave. You should have just kept your fucking mouth shut, like because
Yeah.
you knew you had
Yep.
female friends that were gamers, and you chose to be in the shit.
No, Gamergate fucked with, like, looking back especially, I know hindsight's a fucking bitch, but especially looking back, Gamergate fucking didn't have a good effect on almost anyone who got involved. They
Nope.
ruined a lot of reputations. Hey, what's up, Circle Man? And what's up Honey Badger?
Rula.
too? Yeah.
Hey,
Nice
Yo.
seeing y'all around. Nice seeing you around. All right. Well, let's continue because we've only gotten 14 seconds in, and this is still the most entertaining Dave video I've
Yeah.
ever seen.
This is
yeah, go ahead.
All right.
we're finding new ways to Dave.
Yep.
BFFs forever.
Jesus Christ, that's loud. Oh my god. I'm gonna get so many thumbnails out of this. I'm gonna get so many fucking goddamn thumbnails out of this video.
This is a
This is
spectacular.
Dave, Jilly's mom, and he's a Barbie girl in a Barbie world, as dead Jason Todd said.
I feel like
my
this is all of our
fucking
viewers'
God.
reaction to seeing this video is just this picture of Dave. This is how our
No.
viewers are looking at this shit. Like,
Well,
I got it.
I
Go
was
ahead,
gonna
sorry.
say at least you could brush his hair.
yeah.
Yeah, at this point.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, did he know how to do the pigtails, or did he have to watch a tutorial?
The world may
Maybe one
never
of his
know.
friends did it for him back when he had those.
Yeah. back
No,
when he had
I don't think
twins.
anybody was coming to his house, even at this point.
Well, I mean, like, at least show him, like, here's how you do it, like, through a Skype call or whatever, because that's what people used back then.
Yeah.
You know?
He probably just yelled at his grandma and was like, "It's for the internet."
Whatever you say, Sonny. I love you no matter if you're gay.
But Jilly's mom, so at this point, this is 2012, Dave. He did not have a beard yet. That's the facial hair he was rocking during this time period. So, he didn't
And
trim it. That's just how it was.
Yep.
This is
know
also like, what, 2013, 2012, something like that,
Yeah, 2012, Dave.
where, yeah, beards were not like so culturally significant, where like every dude is like, "Oh, I gotta have a fucking beard." It's like,
This
no,
also is like
beards are
definitely
better.
a better maintained like set of facial hair than he has right now, where he just doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, there's like egg and fucking, I don't know, beer tabs in it and shit.
Yeah,
Looking
I
like
know.
fucking Lake Erie.
Yeah, this
Oh,
was
how-
before he was drinking so much because he would have like a beer during his game review things, but these only came out once a week. And then after a certain point, they were only coming out like once every 8 to 10 months.
Yeah, well, I would say it's a combination of the trend kind of dropping off, so he
Yeah.
wasn't getting the views, and then so he probably just shifted over to his main channel, and then
He chased a new
maintaining
trend.
2 channels is a fucking bitch and a half.
And that's the thing, like he just chased a new fucking trend with the whole like anti-SJW shit.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And
and
that
he's
one-
been chasing that for 6 fucking years now.
Yeah, I'm
7.
surprised he hasn't given up and tried to do something else. Like for a while though, he was trying to do games and beer, but that didn't work out for
Yeah.
him. He only got like 7 views whenever he did that shit. Because it's
Yeah,
not even
and
because like I think that he doesn't have the ability to do so. It's just he was so lazy about how he does those. Like he doesn't like put in any energy or enthusiasm. If he actually gave a shit, then I think that he'd maintain an audience on that.
He had really good energy and enthusiasm in these videos, and like they were getting 300, 400, 500 views a pop.
Yeah, that's not bad. And especially for like a gaming channel, like whenever I do, Fallout and chill or whatever, that's just so that like people can come in and talk. Dave doesn't have that. He wants to actually do the videos and all this shit, and those just don't get views unless you're like Ninja or somebody. Like unless that's your career. Like statistically, you're not going to make that shit a career. Just do it for fun. And I think Dave's just doing it for fun.
Oh my god, that face.
I know. Look at all the thumbnail fodder I'm getting. It's wild.
It's amazing.
Every frame is a new thumbnail.
Oh my god. There's
is
Rolling
that a
Rock.
Rolling Rock.
There's yeah, it's the rolling cock.
He's just having that because the nerd has it.
My
That's so
mom
fucking
drinks those.
transparent. I don't know why you drink that shit unless you're like, unless you heard it from the angry video game nerd and you're like, I want to be like him. Why the fuck would you drink that shit?
I never drink Rolling Rock. That shit is so fucking nasty.
But you know what? It's just like in that one episode of AVGN, like Spider-Man said, you got to get that local brew instead. Fuck that corporate swill.
I did send the link to this video to Bran. Okay.
Okay.
And
oh boy.
Bran said that this is the worst AVGN ripoff I've ever seen, and I've sine a lot. That being said, this is being added to the playlist to review. And he said the whole channel looks like a content gold mine. And when I told him he's been in that room for 14 years, and I showed him the very first picture of that room from 2009, where he has a pile of dirty clothes on the floor in front of the door and the tube TV, his response was, he's led a life of meaning.
Wow. He always has a great response like that to anything. It's pretty fucking good.
He's a gentleman and a scholar.
Yeah.
A life of meaning. A meaning that sucks a cock with it.
Yeah.
What is that?
Wait, what's with the volume mixing? I could barely hear that shit compared to the
Yeah,
game.
dude.
What is that?
Is he talking like a... was he supposed to be talking different?
No, I guess, when you don't climb Coors Mountain so often, you can actually, I don't know, make English your first language still.
Well, that's the thing. Like, this is literally the angry video game nerd face, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know he doesn't own the face, but,
It looks like one of your thumbnails after you edited it.
Yeah, but I didn't edit this. I didn't, that's fucking great. Yeah, that's a great comparison. Yeah, it's one of those over-the-top exaggerated expressions that normally only fuckery can get me, but this is like a... You know what? This is the real gold mine for me. This is a gold mine of fucking thumbnails. And everyone's going to be wondering why I asked PIGTAILS and all the fucking thumbnails going forward. Well, I'm happy to explain.
What in the holy high hell fuck was that?
What? Why do you sound all?
I don't. I guess he's playing the bit.
Is he like? Oh, is he still like trying to be like a girl because it's fucking Barbie?
No, I think he's just trying to play down how, absolutely
okay.
terrible the Barbie game is.
Well,
'Cause
yeah,
it's
I
fucking
mean,
terrible.
no, it
Yeah.
is terrible. It's just like an amalgamation of weird, unused assets that feel like they could be from other games. But I don't know. It's been said a
what
million
fresh hell is this? What fucking unholy evil power from the bowels of hell created this fucking piece of trash? Fuck, I think I'd...
Oh my god, you're not creative with stringing the words together. Like, James is really good about coming up with like inventive ways to use swear words, and even then, he intersplices the swear words with like actual pretty decent commentary, at least about the fucking game. Usually, like,
Anna.
I think that was just Dave's natural reaction to sports.
yeah, maybe. Oh yeah, physical movement. How dare you?
Anna, I think your major gripe here is Dave does not know how to infix expletives.
That's true. And you know what? Like, so far, all he's done is fucking swear about the game and said that this is terrible, but he has never explained why. That's the thing that the nerd does in all his videos that I used to really like. He would go into detail and explain, like, here's why the game is bad. That was like when I was a little fucking kid.
It's like
it's
like Dave's Chalupa review. He sat there and he took a bite, he chewed it. It's not bad.
Doesn't
but
explain.
it's
not
the paper.
It
I don't
looks
think
like he eats the paper.
Yeah, I don't think he ever actually ate the paper, right? It just looks like he eats the paper. Yeah.
It's paper.
Paper, yeah. He eats it with the extra shell. You know?
No, Anna,
I'd rather drink a bowl.
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
I was just gonna say earlier, you did a better review than Dave has done. You were like, yeah, it's just a bunch of unused assets that just are like put together. And that's kind of why the game is shit.
Well, here's the thing. I've heard a million people talk about this game, and I know all the fucking criticisms. And it's like, yeah, it's really easy to make those criticisms because even before Dave did this, I guarantee you, like 15 other fucking bigger game reviewers had talked about it, if not more. YouTube was a smaller place back then, so maybe that is an accurate number. But the point is, he got these opinions from someone else, and he's not even really like putting out the opinions. He's just saying the bare bones minimum that he can.
He's just saying the line.
Telephone.
Yeah. It's like, you're right. It's just like, hey, pull this guy's string. He says all these lines. It's like the most. It's like what people who hate the angry video game nerd and have never seen his videos think the angry video game nerd is. Just a bunch of swearing, just a bunch of, this is a bunch of doo-doo butthole, Like,
wait a minute. I thought Dave has a thing you can pull? I didn't think that was there.
All right. Yeah, and you're not going to get into that. I didn't say anything.
Well, monkey theme and then review this game, but...
Wait, he'd rather drink monkey. Monkey spunky. Like...
A bowl of monkey semen, then review this.
A bowl? A whole fucking bowl?
A bowl of monkey semen.
I think, okay, that's the first thing that came to his head. I think that says a lot more about him than it does about the game. Like,
now, who drinks out of a bowl?
A dog.
Okay.
I don't know.
Human wise.
A bowl of monkey
All right, and I'm not king
ladies and
shaming.
gentlemen. A bowl of monkey spunk.
Let's hear that one more time. Let's hear that one more again.
Holy evil power from the bowels of hell created this fucking piece of trash. Fuck, I think I'd rather drink a bowl of monkey semen than review this game, but...
No, dude, that's just you wanting to do that, man. That's just you wanting to do that. You know what? Everybody who fucking talks about Dave, imagine, I really do think that Jake needs to see this too. Like TTR is gonna have a field day with this. Jake would definitely think this is the funniest fucking shit ever. Like,
you know what? I think I might just have to post something on Twitter.
Yeah. Tag him in it. Let him know. You
You
know what? You can even specifically give him that short clip. I can get you like a 5-second clip of Dave just saying that he'd rather drink a bowl of monkey semen. Oh, man. Yeah, wait until after the show. Wait until after the show. I'll get you like a 5-second clip, and you can just You can give the link to Jake and give him the clip too, Be like, here. And don't provide any context either.
I will literally just tag him. I won't say anything else.
Yeah, don't say anything else. I'll like and retweet that shit. I won't say anything. No one say anything. just like and retweet it.
Dave's not allowed at the zoo anymore.
Yeah, no. Not anymore.
At first, it's because they kept putting him in the exhibits.
No.
But then
Damn.
they had to keep him out of them.
Yeah.
Dave, stop leering at the monkeys. You're gonna scare them.
Here we have the balding lemur.
You gotta do it. Okay. What in the fucking hell were the programmers smoking or snorting or injecting when they came up with not only the enemies, but the attack structure? First,
oh my god! I don't know if it's just me, but like, he's
It's
just
Barbie.
It's so
It's
disingenuous how
Barbie.
he's speaking, though. Like how he's talking, he's like talking to us like we're children. I don't like that. I don't really.
Dave
know.
should not be allowed around children. Have you seen him in this video?
How many zoos? I don't know. I don't know how many
Yes.
zoos Dave is
Yes.
banned from. Yeah,
Yes.
probably all of them.
I know Barbie is dreaming, but why in the fuck is she getting attacked by tennis balls and the only thing that can destroy the evil tennis balls is a dog? Hell, it's her dream. Why
Wait,
not
that's a
dream-
toucan.
I really hope he's not talking about the toucan, calling that a dog.
Dave
Oh no,
is
there was
angry
there was
about
a
being.
dog further back.
Oh,
When-
okay.
Okay.
After he got past the first tennis ball, there was a dog.
Oh, there it is.
sitting-
Oh,
Yeah.
there it is. Okay.
There's a
I was
dog.
about to say.
I've never seen Dave get so angry about not being hit by balls.
You know what though? That's still an error on his part because another thing the nerd's really good at is like when he says something, the visual accompaniment usually aligns.
You know what's fucking hilarious about that? Sorry to cut you off,
No, you're fine. You're fine.
but he has a degree in broadcast, right?
Yeah.
One of the main things they teach you when you do like video broadcast is called see dog, say dog. So when you put something on screen, that's the thing that you're talking about it. And he completely fucking miffed it.
Dude, I've never even heard of that of that before in my entire life. But even myself as like a viewer, like who doesn't even understand that concept at all, I can understand that's what you're supposed to do. You should have the visual accompaniment match like what you're saying at the time.
Exactly.
And when he talked about a dog, he showed a fucking goddamn toucan.
That's why I was so confused. I'm like, that's a toucan, you fucking moron.
Yeah.
I think this is a
Oh.
case of sea dog say monkey spunk.
Hey, what's up, Widow's son?
no.
What's up, Willow's son?
Hey,
Hi, I'm
Widow.
Dave. I suck
I'm
at
Dave.
gaming like I suck at life.
Hi, I'm Dave. I suck at gaming like I suck at life.
Dude, you're gonna also have to check out this shit at some point too, because
My
tennis
God.
balls, and the only thing that can destroy the evil tennis balls is a dog. Hell, it's her dream. Why not dream up a big fucking gun? Now, controlling
'Cause
Barbie
she's Barbie.
is actually like trying to.
all right, you know what? I haven't done this in a long time, but I think I might actually make a video about this channel,
He
like not a
he
stream.
knows
Like
how
I
to
might
play
do a
this game
video.
very well.
What's that?
I said he knows how to play this game very well.
Yeah,
I
I
never would
mean,
have guessed that you had to feed the toucan in order to get over there.
yeah, I mean, look, he knows everything there is to know about Barbie.
Feed the toucan some cheese, and it'll fly up and down in a vertical manner.
He's a Barbie expert. What else can you ask?
They're
Control
not
that
even
damn
seeing
dog.
nothing. You're throwing a credit card.
What? That's a credit card?
Wait.
What? What?
It's Barbie.
Wait, your credit card swiping a toucan in order to get it to fly? I mean, that's
Apparently.
effective, probably.
Damn, that's
I don't know.
capitalism, dude.
I don't know
Like,
many
she's
toucans.
in the mall.
You know, I bet the movie is gonna end up being like this.
I hope so.
Oh my god, that was poorly edited.
Yeah, get rid of the
That-
transitions. Just do
That
the
was
jump
some
cut.
Windows Movie Maker shit.
All right, let's take a
Yeah.
look. Let's take a look at this transition. No pun intended.
Shut up. And now
Why can't
Barbie's
he
a
drink out of a
middle-aged
bottle
man.
right?
Yeah, now Barbie's a middle-aged man.
Oh.
That's fucking.
Mango.
That is perfect.
Mango, you just reminded me of something.
Oh no.
When is the claw can era? Do you remember that? Where he like grips the can super weird and like fucking drinks it upside down
Okay,
like an
so
orangutan.
the claw can era came during the clock era. Like not the first clock era, it came during the big clock era.
Okay.
That's when you
Because-
started to do the claw.
The claw.
What? What
The
was
claw. The claw.
What? Don't look at me like that! I mean, sometimes curiosity just gets the...
Is that why your hair is in pigtails? The
Yeah, dude.
Is that what
He
you
really
said when
set
you were
himself
buying
up.
wine coolers?
Yeah, he set
It's the
himself up for that.
curiosity, y'all. It's the curiosity.
He was Barbie curious.
Ooh.
Damn.
Shut up!
What?
What the fuck?
God
Okay.
Oh, fuck?
I was not expecting that.
Mango, did you see this full video beforehand, or is this new? to
Yes,
you?
I did.
All right.
Oh my
Jesus
God.
Christ. What the fuck? Wait, what was that? That was like I swear I fucking saw Satan for a second there in that frame.
No,
And he really-
what we didn't hear was his grandma in the background yelling downstairs, "Hey, honey, would you like some hash browns? I just made them because I had
Keep it
potatoes."
down out there. I'm trying to play cribbage.
These pigtails won't last forever.
Why the fuck does Barbie move in this game like the goddamn doll? Do the programmers not think that at least in this game
Because she's a doll. She's a
You
doll.
stupid
You
fuck.
fucking idiot. She's a doll.
Also, not to mention, like, this is during an era where games were very stiff for the most part.
Yeah, it was an NES game.
This is
Yep.
she moves like an elongated Mario.
Yeah, I wonder why.
That's basically
stiff-ass plastic doll. Once again, this is also a fucking dream. Why?
Dude, breathe.
Yeah, she's in
Breathe.
a toy store. She's literally in a toy store. She has a credit card.
Fucking breath. He sounds
She's
like he's
a
out
doll.
of breath. Every time he talks, he sounds out of breath. Like,
Oh, but he is.
yeah, and yeah, he just doesn't understand. Like this all, as much as this game makes absolutely no sense, and it really does feel like it's just like I said, a bunch of mishmashed assets that could have gone in any other fucking NES game. It's still fucking. It's fair enough to the. It's true enough to the vanity of the fucking product. It's literally a fucking doll. What do you
It's
expect?
Barbie.
Yeah, it's Barbie. Were you expecting an in-depth fucking game that would appeal to your male sensibilities? Being a middle-aged, balding male? Like,
I want Barbie to move like a real person. She's a doll.
yeah.
She has the way that Barbie's dimensions are. If she were an actual person, she would have to crawl on all fours because they don't make sense. They don't work in real life. Like,
I think they've
Like,
changed the
you can-
dimensions over time, but the older Barbies, yes, she would be really top heavy
Yep.
I
You
am
can tell.
and underweight.
Yeah.
You can tell in this game the only non-repeated asset, like the only unique asset to this, is Barbie.
Yeah, it's Barbie.
Mhm.
That's the only one. Yeah. That
Yeah,
dude, that's
'cause
so
everything
fucking true.
else. Like
You know
can
what?
change the background to stars, and the blocks are the same. The platforms are the same for like
Nothing's
I
to
don't
scale
know.
with Barbie. Nothing is to
Yeah.
scale
Yeah.
with Barbie. That's the crazy thing. And you just made me realize that, like, yeah, Barbie stands out so fucking much. Everything else seems like it could fit in like a square box, you know? Like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
like she doesn't follow that logic. It's weird.
eye and shoot laser beams out of her eyes. Why does she have to use a fucking parrot to get to high places? The first level mini boss.
It was a
is
toucan, you
also
fucking
a
halfwit.
that, believe it or not,
he just called it a parrot.
Yeah, yeah, he did. Yes, he did.
He called it a fucking.
you use a cat to kill. The final boss of the first level is, well, basically the Invisible Woman.
How the fuck
God
are you
damn,
missing
dude.
so much?
Your aim is so hard.
It's
Before going to bed
terrible,
that night,
yeah.
Did she eat like this entire habanero pizza by herself?
What?
What?
Whoa!
Huh? What? Huh? Excuse me, Dave, baking
Sorry,
powder.
what? Let me hear that again.
Barbie doing before going to bed that night? Did she eat like this entire habanero pizza by herself?
Oh, he's implying that's why she's having nightmares because of habanero pizza.
Why in the second level, Barbie has changed clothes and she's in this mall where psychotic water fountains really just want to give her an enema.
She's been in the mall the whole time.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how have you not been paying attention to that? Oh my god.
Y'all have never gotten a Walmart Never mind.
What's up, Fallacious Rancher? Hope you're doing well. And yeah, this was a very
lizard.
weird era.
No lizard, not a Walmart.
Mall
enema.
water fountain enema. There we go.
Well, with super stiff controls, this game is
Why
about as
he sees fucking spouts of water and a woman, and his first mind goes to fucking enema. I think that also says a lot.
much fun as hanging out with a coked up Wolverine.
What? 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 Why Wolverine?
Who else was thinking of X-Men
There's nothing
Wolverine?
more.
Me too. Wait, I think that no, that's probably what he meant though. He doesn't go outside. He probably doesn't know it's a real animal. He probably thinks a Wolverine is like a wolf. Like genuinely, Dave's fucking stupid as
I
shit.
can
man.
really say about it.
Oh god.
Now, maybe I didn't give this game a fair chance. But the controls of this game make it about as much fun to play as a colonoscopy.
You're
Wait,
also
wait, wait.
30 plus years old, and the people that normally play this game are children.
Yes. Probably little fucking girls, you know, because it's fucking Barbie. But is it just me, or did he completely botch the way that he pronounced that word at the end there?
What?
Make it about as much fun to play as a colonoscopy.
No, that's
No.
Colonoscopy?
I thought it was
Colonoscopy. Colonoscopy.
Did he say it with an F? Or
He
is
did.
that a
colonoscopy.
Yeah,
Colonoscopy.
yeah, he said it fucking. He said it all weird.
Colonoscopy.
You know what though?
Colonoscopy.
He couldn't redo that line, but I guarantee he was willing to redo the shots where he had to take a drink of his beer. You know, somehow I don't think that he was too inspired to redo his lines because he slurs his words during this entire fucking thing. He's out of breath constantly. It's like he didn't pause in between like lines, which is
I
weird.
like
Like
how-
just edit together.
Go
I
ahead,
like how there's
Mango.
a very distinct point, like right below his hairline, that you can see where his face gets really fat.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There's a divot there.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
And unresponsive as fuck. Barbie moves about as well as a drunk duck. Put that
Okay.
all together. No wonder girls growing up in the late 80s and early 90s fucking hated video games. Look at this shit they got to play. I mean, if you're
We
going to make
played
it
all
fun
the
for
other
girls,
games that y'all did. We
Yeah.
literally played
Yeah.
the same exact game. My first game was baseball on the Sega Genesis. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're on about. Like, those games were literally the ones that parents would buy because they're like, oh, hey, my kid likes Barbie. They made a Barbie game. Like, that's literally the only reason we got that.
Also, like the
Yeah.
female demographic of playing video games has been growing, so I don't understand where that is coming from. Even back then, that was the case. It's always been growing consistently. So I don't know what the fuck he's on about. He probably just
I knew
thinks that
tons of
Mario and
girls-
Sonic are only for boys or some shit because he's a fucking backwards idiot.
I knew tons of girls in middle school that played like Zelda and Star Fox and shit on the N64.
Yeah, because that's how things
Right.
are in reality.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
literally have a crest of Hyrule tattooed on me. Like,
Yeah. It's-
Jesus Christ.
Dave seems sheltered.
I don't know, but yeah, it seems a little bit
you
like
might want to actually do the decent thing and make the fucking thing fun to play. Jesus Christ. Maybe then you wouldn't have created such bitches like Feminist Frequency or all the other feminists out there that want to destroy the thing that I love. And by
This is the
Oh
beginning of
my-
the end, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's,
Yep.
that's
Yeah.
the long fucking in down
Yeah.
to
the way,
mediocrity.
feminists, I've had these in for a total of an hour now, and I feel your pain on these things.
What?
Nice to
No,
know that you have a
that's
little
because
sympathy
you don't know
for
how to do
women's
your
fashion.
hair. It's
yeah.
literally because he doesn't know how to do his hair. It won't hurt if you do it right.
Yeah. Like, shut up, Dave.
Shut up, Dave.
Check it out. It's Mr. Beast. Anyway, all right, and moving on. Yeah, that was long but enjoyable.
Yeah, so
no
was the
jokes.
2012 Dave, and the 2016 Dave, or 2015 Dave is even weirder to a degree.
Yeah, and 2023 Dave is definitely the weirdest one of all. So I would say there's a complete character regression going on here with Dave.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, massive regression.
Yep, absolutely 100% true.
100%.
All right, well, there's something else. There's something else that needs to be addressed here. There's something else. Well, there's actually quite a few things that we need to talk about tonight.
My hemorrhoids?
No, we're not talking about Dave's either.
Oh, okay.
But
Maybe I can connect with Dave on that.
There's some gross ass food.
Lizard. Nobody wants to talk about your swollen ass veins, please.
There's some gross ass food being sold, and I wanted to talk about it with you guys since we talk about food occasionally on.
Occasionally.
Yeah, how do you think I got hemorrhoids? I know all about.
Oh my God.
Stop straining your cloaca. Goddamn.
Oh, Jesus
Hey,
Christ.
like, man, it's all that Taco Bell.
All right,
Love
so
me
there's
some
pink
gorditas.
burgers. There's pink burgers being sold in Burger King Brazil now. It's like a
That's-
fucking
Oh yeah, for
Pepto.
Barbie.
It's a Pepto Bismol burger, yeah.
That-
It does look like
you'll need
Pepto-Bismol.
Pepto-Bismol after going to,
That's the problem. It looks exactly like Pepto Bismol. Like,
No, the advertisement doesn't look appealing. Just wait until they fucking headbutt that thing into the counter and then serve
Yeah.
it to you.
I know, yeah. You know it's bad when even in the ads it doesn't look good.
Yeah.
I was about to do the Pepto-Bismol spiel. Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Yeah, I don't think Burger
Yay,
King is gonna help.
Pepto-Bismol.
I do not think that Burger King is gonna help your ass with any of that. Literally.
Oh man, I have all of those. I need a burger. Let's fly to Brazil, guys.
Oh, yeah.
A spherical
about
man.
this.
That's actually in Thailand.
I
That's
heard
in
about this.
Thailand.
Yeah, I'm not bringing that up.
Oh.
Yeah, I looked at that shit and it almost made me fuck. See, it almost made me fucking puke. I can't talk about that shit. I hate that shit. I love.
So
cheese,
moving on.
but I don't like that amount of cheese.
Just wait till you go to Wisconsin.
Oh God, no, I'm not.
American
I have
cheese
no
is not
intentions to
cheese.
visit. I have no
It is a
intentions to
cheese
visit
product.
the Midwest unless it's. To
You're a
visit
cheese
friends.
product.
Your face is a cheese
I
product.
I will pop my hemorrhoid right on both of you.
Oh God, that's nasty.
You know what? You know what? It would be disgusting if not for you would be in severe fucking pain.
Well, hey, I mean, someone
Yeah,
already did
not-
that and they put it on a sandwich, so I guess it's acceptable in culture these days. At least if
is
you're in
that where all the
Brazil.
pink sauce is going?
Yep. What do you
Jesus
think I'm
Christ.
trying to? Yeah.
How do you think I afford my rent?
Oh no.
Well, I mean, being pounded
crossover
in the cloaca doesn't always pay all the bills, you know. It's
Hey.
supposed to be a side job, not
yeah.
the whole job.
You don't do your Kegels right.
Anna, why are you and I the only normal ones on here today?
Bullshit, you're
What?
not normal.
No,
None of you
bullshit.
fuckers are normal.
All right, so I just wanted to talk about that real fast because I found that absolutely fucking disgusting, and I put it in the thumbnail, and I thought it was funny, and it was fitting to put it next to Dave because he's pink. Yeah.
And it's all for the Barbie movie.
Yeah, it's all for the Barbie movie. It's the perfect fucking tie-in, literally.
Awesome.
Yeah, what was
Barbie
a better
has
time to
hemorrhoids,
bring
too.
that up? Yeah.
Fuck off with your hemorrhoids, goddammit.
All right.
No,
next.
they hurt so
You
bad.
are a
I'm sitting
real
on a-
you are a real pain in the ass.
Something.
Oh, you
something
want to know
very
a pain in the
controversial.
ass? Eat that
No,
burger.
I don't think no.
There's something very controversial that's been happening, and we didn't talk about it last time because I don't know. With some big YouTube dramas, I usually don't know what to fucking add that everybody else isn't already fucking saying. But so I saw something recently that really pissed me off. So I'm sure at least some of you have heard about that whole fucking Miranda Sings controversy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the
Yep.
ukulele girl. Well, she released that song, which is trying to apologize, and
Please
she's
don't
begun
play the song.
claiming that shit too. She's actually started copyright claiming it. Apparently, the H3 podcast got hit with a copyright claim for this shit.
She actually
Wow.
posted it and the lyrics to like some other site, and it actually got rated lower than a Hitler speech.
Excuse you.
What the fuck?
You.
Fuck.
Her legal team has reached out to PopCrave. It's on the PopCrave Twitter page, and they told them that she did not upload that song anywhere besides her personal page, and was not copyright claiming people.
So was this
Oh.
YouTube that did this shit?
No, it's entirely possible. It's entirely possible that someone uploaded the song, like they ripped the audio from her YouTube video and uploaded the song and is doing it themselves.
Wow.
That's
That's
okay.
fucked. That is some fucked
That's
up
some
That
fuck
is
shit.
so
Yeah,
fucked.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's entirely possible that someone is posing as her and uploading it to things like Apple Music and making a slight profit off of it since they now have to share revenue.
Yep. You know what's
Yeah.
sad? It's like, I totally fucking believe you 100% because this shit has happened pretty frequently on YouTube where, like,
Yeah.
they find ways to fucking abuse the copyright system. Just random fucking people can claim to own something, and unless you're willing to, like, check off that box to say, like, oh, yeah, I'm willing to go to court for this shit. I don't know if that's exactly how it's worded, but a lot of people are too afraid to, like, actually, like, you know, do that fucking step where you have to be like, yeah, I believe I'm actually legally in the right.
It's
So,
somebody who found a loophole and is trying to make a quick buck. They're like,
Well-
okay, well, I made $1,000 off of this fucking song,
Yep.
so you
And
know
they
what,
won't face
whatever.
any
I'm gonna stop
consequences.
copywriting.
Here's the thing, though. There's this dude. Like, no one knows who he is. He always uses the same name, and he takes popular sounds on TikTok and copyrights them. He gets them copyrighted. And so he can copyright claim anyone that uses them, whether it's on YouTube, TikTok, whatever site it is. He can copyright claim at any time and make money off of it. And he's been doing it for years. There's like 700 different audios that he's done that to.
that's unbelievably fucked. Like,
That's so fucked up. Like, look, congrats to him for being, you know, savvy enough to do that, but at the same time, fuck you, dude.
yeah, no,
Fuck you. Fuck
I'm
the horse
impressed
you
that
rode in
someone
on.
could do that, but I'm pissed off that someone would even try. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, you know, especially when it comes to people that are like, oh, I'm making my first, you know, $15 on TikTok, and it's like, oh, well, you have to share 70% of your revenue with this fucking asshole. It's like, really? So I can't even get gas? Like, dude, like, I just wanted to, you know, make a silly video, and that discourages people from being on social media and making videos and shit. Like, that's such a fucking detriment. I don't know. I hate people like that, but you got to give them credit for, you know, finding the loophole. At least they're intelligent. Question mark. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I feel what you're saying, man. It's just like, honestly, it shouldn't be an issue because it should be on YouTube to police this shit, but they're terrible at policing anything. Like, YouTube doesn't police anything at all. Like, and I get, like, there's so much overwhelming amounts of fucking content on YouTube that they'll probably never be able to police at all, but they don't even make an effort to do so. Like, there's no fucking employees involved in the fucking process of YouTube almost at all, actually interacting with channels, at least.
That's
Like,
a huge issue. Like, Google owns YouTube, and Google is like a fucking $1 trillion company. These motherfuckers should provide like some kind of training program to put a human in between, like the AI and the algorithms and shit, to be
But you
able
know
to
what?
monitor something.
Even
But they
though
won't do
control
that.
of YouTube, though, like, it gives them so much fucking power and control, but they always have used this fucking excuse that because YouTube technically loses them money, even though they gain much more from the control that they have over YouTube than money can put into words. They basically use that as an excuse to not invest anything into YouTube and to let it stagnate and to let it degrade in quality over time. Because honestly, when's the last time that a big new features come to YouTube? Other than fucking shorts, which is just something that they ripped off directly from another fucking competitor.
And YouTube Shorts is nothing compared to like TikTok because I've tried to edit on both YouTube and TikTok, and TikTok's editor is way better.
That's why most people edit on TikTok and then upload to YouTube Shorts. Like a lot of fucking YouTube Shorts have that on there.
A lot of people actually will go and they'll edit on CapCut, and then they'll upload it to TikTok or YouTube Shorts, because CapCut, you can directly connect it to your TikTok and upload it with no issue as soon as you're done editing.
Okay, I didn't know that. I've never made content on there before, so.
I mean, I go through Shorts constantly because I'm like cooking or eating, and I just like I just scroll up and like, ooh, new memes, or I find something about the Ukraine war and I just watch this, and all of a sudden it's like CapCut at the very end. It gives you, because they have their little advertisement for the last second and a half, and I'm like, oh, okay. But for me, it's just like, that's just one more thing I have to download and actually learn how to use. And I'm like, it's a little bit of a deterrent because I'm just doing it for fun. Like I like making videos of eating egg rolls and playing with Sasha. That's about it. So I don't know.
There's a silly little controversy going on that I want to talk about as well.
Oh no.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So good old Activision Blizzard, the most player-friendly games company ever to exist in all of humankind, clearly, has done a little something silly to one of their games. There was this game that was released recently. It's called Diablo 4. It's pretty fucking good. If you haven't tried it out, it's actually worth your time. It's way better than the fucking third one, which is a piece of shit. But that aside,
the one on mobile.
No, Diablo Immortal was the that's the mobile one. This is the actual proper Diablo 4 came out, which is not a mobile game. It's a proper it's an actual fucking proper title entry in the series. Fuck that mobile shit. Anyway, so the Predator title, which was a title in Diablo 4, has been removed and replaced with Enemy. And this is
actually makes sense though.
This is literally just because of the controversy that's been going on around Blizzard, people think, but they didn't actually give like a reason. Yeah, because this is the company
I'm tracking.
Yeah, this is the company of people that, were supposedly stealing breast milk from female employees.
That's weird.
Wow.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, oh, you didn't know about that? That's like the biggest story that came out of that whole controversy, but I'm surprised that you managed to avoid that. But yeah, there was this really
I don't really pay attention to a whole lot of it, so.
True, that's fair. But yeah, no, there was all these weird fucking stories about like weird sexual shit coming out of Blizzard. And basically they way overcompensated. Like there were like some paintings of like women with cleavage in World of Warcraft, and they replaced them with pictures of fruit. Yeah, there's been a lot of weird changes like this. But
sorry, what?
But yeah, they changed. Yeah, I don't know how to elaborate on that any further, really. I mean, but yeah, they literally just took pictures of women. Some of them had like cleavage showing or like thighs or whatever, and they got replaced with fucking paintings of fruit, like cherries and grapes and shit like that.
Wait, like the characters in the game?
No, they were like paintings like that you could find in the environment of characters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like paintings of characters, and the paintings of those characters just got like replaced with fucking paintings of fruit.
All right. I get what you're saying now.
Yeah, it's like basically ever since like the controversy, rather than actually addressing the issues in their workplace directly by talking about new policies that they'll implement to make sure that men and women aren't fucking getting sexually harassed in their workplace, they've instead been doing this puritanical shit where they've been going around scrubbing anything that can be seen as vaguely fucking sexual. Even though I don't think anyone looked at this title and really thought that it was like anything like that. And the only thing that actually spurred on any dialogue is the fact that they removed it. And I don't know, like, I don't really feel like, I don't understand how Enemy's a title.
Yeah.
Like,
if you, because it's two different nouns, I guess.
yeah,
And
they're very different
like,
meanings.
yeah,
know?
but it look, do they think? Hold on. This kind of shows that they think that their audience is just dumb as shit.
Yeah, it really does. Like,
Because
they're not going
in
to be able to tell the difference.
context, Diablo 4, Predator. Yeah, it's like, okay, that makes sense. I think of like the Predator with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's where most fucking people's mind would go, and that's that's a fucking badass movie. That's like a part of pop culture. So like, why does it always have to? That's the thing that bothers me about shit like this. Why do you always have to look at it through the worst fucking lens possible? Why do you always have to look at the worst definition of every word and be like, this is what the word represents now, and nothing else? I don't know. I kind of have a problem with that.
I bet you it goes from like the executives and then the marketing team and then to like the accountants and the bean counters, and they're like, hey, well, we lost 1.5% revenue in this week span, and they're like, oh shit, we need to change something.
Yeah, they try and find a scapegoat, basically.
Yeah, and it's just like, dude, just make a good game.
Yeah, just be entertaining. It's really that simple.
Yeah.
And they did make a good game here, so that's why I'm surprised that there's so much fucking fuss about it. But, there's always fucking corporate suits who don't think that enough is enough. No matter how much they fucking make, no matter how many fucking records they break, there's always going to be some dude who doesn't think that enough is ever enough. It's fucking sad. You thought I said Groot? Well, if they turned women into Groot, like, I'd be a lot fucking happier about that. You wouldn't hear as many complaints out of me. But yeah, I don't know. I'm very against like the puritanical fucking bullshit that's come out of like some aspect of culture recently, where it's like, why are we returning back to this idea of like, oh yeah, women need to cover up their chests? And you know what? A lot of that shit, especially with Blizzard, is like they're just trying to pander to like fucking China. That's really what a lot of it boils down to, is like they hate that type of shit. You can't show bones in China. You can't show fucking cleavage in China. You can't show African Americans in China. You can't show like a bunch of these fucking things, and that causes corporations to put those things less in fucking video games.
I like boobies. Give me boobies in my give me boobies, whether or not they're digital.
I'm sure you guys have seen that fucking
boobies?
The different. Yes. Well, I'd hope so by this point in your life. But yeah, there's let me see if I can find it real fast. There's like, I believe there's two fucking posters for Star Wars: The Force Awakens, and one of them is for China and one of them is for Western audiences. And
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Finn's a lot smaller than one of them. Here's the Chinese one, and here's the Western one, or the American one specifically. That's not fucking cool. I'm tired of seeing this type of fucking pandering to the fucking Chinese markets, especially when it's like, look, fucking covering up women is fucking terrible, but like actual fucking racism and like oppression of like black characters in fucking films, like just because like, and a lot of people rightfully complain that fucking Finn didn't get enough fucking screen time in these movies. And I guarantee you a big part of the reason why he took a back seat is because Disney was afraid of losing that fucking China money. Fucking can't stand that shit. Because you know what? John Boyega deserves better. This character deserved better. And I fucking hate seeing fucking racism and all this type of fucking bullshit, this puritanical shit just allowed because companies want to pander to fucking Chinese markets and other fucking countries, like markets out in the fucking Middle East that just don't accept anyone who's fucking different from they are.
Did you notice something else in that in the Chinese poster?
No, I didn't. Let me bring it up right quick.
Okay.
Yeah. What'd you notice?
So Kylo Ren, in the American poster, his lightsaber looks like what? A cross, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not that way in the Chinese
Oh
poster.
yeah, you're right.
because-
They covered it up. I don't know
Yeah.
if that was intentional, but I wouldn't be surprised because everything here does seem intentional.
Well, the Chinese government is more of it's like a communist dictatorship basically, and they don't like religion because they want people to be beholden to the state.
Oh yes.
So they got rid of that Christian symbolism, even though it's an upside down
Wow,
cross.
I would never have thought about
Yeah.
it like that, but you're
Yeah.
right, man. You're 100% fucking right.
Yeah.
I could totally believe that.
And
that's sad.
yeah,
man.
there's so much. I think Chewbacca is even gone.
Oh yeah, there is no Chewie. I wonder why that is. Yeah, there's no fucking Chewie here.
And
That's
if you
weird.
look at Kylo Ren, he's facing towards the front as opposed to facing off to the side.
They might have just done that because it made it easier to cover up the saber. honestly.
Probably.
Yeah. But yeah,
But
I don't know. It's
there's
sad to see, man. It really is.
there's one more thing that I noticed. Notice in the bottom of the Chinese one, there's all of these troops, but in the American one, those are like essentially like covered up and they're being like blown up and everything like
Yeah,
that.
it shows a lot less. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's so fucked up.
I mean,
Fuck you,
when it
Disney.
comes to the troops, okay, Disney did not do that. I don't know how many times I have to explain this to you.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Me?
Yes,
I know.
you and
Huh?
everyone else. Disney is not in control of how that goes. Disney has no say. Disney offers advertising and platforming. That is what Disney does. That is why Disney is able to have Marvel, but Marvel still just be Marvel. Marvel and the Star Wars universe act as their own things, just with Disney providing platforming and advertising. That's it. They are not Disney proper. Disney gets no say. Disney was willing to give that one bitch from the Star Wars show a deal, but then Lucasfilms fired her for being an anti-Semitic piece of shit. And Disney was like, okay, I guess we can't offer her anything because she got fired. Like,
So this is all Lucasfilm's decision then.
Lucasfilms operates as its own entity with Disney providing advertisement and platforming. That's it.
Yeah,
And-
I'm just saying, like, whoever made this marketing decision is definitely like taking the L here.
Well, okay. When it comes to China, though, something that we have to remember is that in order to get your film in China, which will bring you just a shitload of money for international opening night, like, you have to appeal to their government. There's no other way.
But
Like, you can't
Yeah,
skirt around their
yeah,
requirements.
you-
It does not matter who you are. It does not matter what franchise you are from. If the Chinese government has a list of rules as to what is allowed and what isn't, you have to follow those, or else you will not be able to have your film in that country whatsoever. It's no one's choice but the government's.
The big moral problem I have with that is that it dilutes the fucking quality of what everybody else gets to experience just because they're trying to pander to Chinese money. That's the problem I have with it. Like, I don't care how big of a fucking market it is. I really don't.
Yeah, so
They can make their own movies if they fucking want. Like, they have the
do.
fucking money.
So this control extends beyond just films. Like, even the historical research body of the Central Committee, they have this thing that the particular emphasis is placed on combating historical nihilism. Anything that seeks to distort the history of modern China's revolution, the Communist Party, and the armed forces under the guise of reevaluating existing narratives.
Yeah, that's the fucking problem. Is like, this is not just a problem in China now. They're trying to force these values upon like every other fucking nation.
Yeah, that's they're
indirectly
trying to
fucking
come
doing.
out ahead.
Yep, exactly. They're trying to win this. It's like a form of like cultural imperialism, basically.
Yeah, it is.
But-
It is cultural imperialism.
I get
It's-
why I get why companies do it, but I think that it's immoral and fucking wrong. You know, just
Yeah.
like everything else, they're
I-
fucking big corporations.
I
do.
mean, Something that we have to remember, though, is that it all comes down to the almighty dollar.
It's true.
Like,
That is very
corporations
true.
don't give a shit about us. They don't give a shit about the people. They give a shit
Oh.
about their bottom line, which is why
Yeah.
rainbow capitalism is a thing. Do you really think that Budweiser is out here supporting
No.
the gays? Fuck no.
Only in
They
India
know
fucking
that
thinks
they can get money if people think that they support the gays. It's all about the bottom line. It's
Yep.
all about the dollar.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
if they see that they're not getting enough money by doing that, then they'll fucking turn around real fucking quick.
Like
On
they
that-
did on Dylan Mulvaney. Like,
Exactly. Yeah.
They turned around on her real fucking quick.
100%.
And on that specific note, even though they turned around on her, they own so many other companies that people
Yeah.
were just like, I'm just going to switch over to this. It's like, that's still owned by Anheuser-Busch. You're still making them shitloads of money. Like, they're not going to be hurting. And the right-wing boycotts are just going to kind of, they're going to go down, and then all of a sudden it's just going to go right back up because they're going to be like, oh, well, I don't want to be drinking some fucking foofy beer. I want to be drinking, Bud Light
cares?
again.
That happened like a
Who
year
gives a
ago.
shit?
Plus, we won anyway. They'll find a way to fucking
Yeah.
cope about it like they always do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that shit always fucking happens. And it'll keep fucking happening. Because the culture, especially in this fucking country, is, in my opinion, in most ways since 2016, gone down the fucking drain. You can't have a conversation with anybody who thinks slightly differently with you, or else they'll try and execute you. And that's not an
That's why
exaggeration. Like,
I
really, it's
never
not.
talk politics at work. I'm just like, all right, let's get a job done.
Yeah.
We can have a conversation. Me and the guys that I work with, like, yeah, we can have a conversation. I can agree with them on 90% of things, but at the same time, like, I just avoid it. I don't give a shit. That 10% is just going to ruin the fucking day. And it's better to just be like, you know what? Keep it to the fucking internet. Put it on say some dumb shit and get the comments, get the likes and dislikes and emojis and all that shit. Fuck it off. Because
companies follow the money, and sometimes it comes from an authoritarian government. I guarantee you that this is a big reason, because what it boils down to for China is they have so many goddamn fucking people. It doesn't matter what kind of country it is. It doesn't matter that some parts are way more developed than others. It doesn't fucking matter. They have so many fucking people, and that's all fucking corporations can look at. So that's why the United States has been trying, it seems like to me, for quite a long time to buddy up with India. Because they want to have those good fucking relations and all those fucking people, which are, a potential trading partner. And not just a trading partner, but shit like this too, cultural interchange.
The U.S. appeals to China so hard in terms of movies and companies and things like that, that the Barbie movie is actually banned in a country.
Taiwan, right?
Yep, it's banned in Taiwan because they use a version of the map that shows Taiwan as being part of China. Taiwan is not part of China. Taiwan is its own place. Taiwan has fought so hard to have its independence and its own government and its own everything that when you use a map that signifies that it's part of China, you are massively dis-fucking-respecting them. Don't do that.
The whole China dispute is one of the biggest fucking political disputes ever.
It's been a dispute since 1949.
Yeah, and it's not,
and actually quite before that, since 1895.
It's not like with fucking Cyprus, where it seems like a peaceful resolution will happen eventually either. It's just like,
Northern Cyprus and Cyprus have been technically kind of at war since 1974.
Yeah, but it seems like they're more willing to engage in peace talks than any other fractured nation.
One of the things about China is like they're more willing to support the Taliban because the Taliban has a shitload of American equipment that they can reverse engineer and make with pig iron and lesser parts, and try and upgrade their own military as well as support the Taliban and have an ally in Afghanistan. But they're not really willing to support Russia with like aid packages the way the U.S. has served Ukraine, simply because if China starts supporting Russia, that's the powder keg to World War III. I keep saying it. We're in World War III, essentially. All China needs to do is be like, you know what? We're on the side of Russia. We're going to start supporting Russia. And then the U.S. has to get fully involved. And it's going to be on the fucking plains of Europe like it's always supposed to have been. And nobody wants to fucking nuclear war. And it's just going to be the most unpopular thing across all three nations and everybody in between who is just like,
that's
wait,
the fucking
there's
thing.
countries
It's like,
outside of us.
nobody wants that shit to happen, but like,
yeah,
the fucking world leaders don't seem to be having any of it. So
yeah, and they don't want unrest in the streets, because that unrest in the streets is just going to sap resources from them, time and money, and they're going to be like, look, we're gonna have to just be as diplomatic as possible. And that's why I think China's just like abandoned, not necessarily abandoned Russia, but they're like, hey, look, we're not going to say, they're staying kind of neutral.
Yeah, no, I feel
yeah. But yeah, that's geopolitics on the underground.
I mean, but
the problem,
the problem is that China has actually been making overtures to Russia, but they're not like trying to be totally involved. It's kind of a stick and carrot routine. China sees itself as the only real superpower because they think we're fucking decadent or some shit. Yeah, it's
those two things never fucking mix well together when it's like a bunch of two fucking big egotistical fucking regimes trying to work together. It's traditionally not worked throughout history. I mean, we saw that fucking shit with the fucking Central Powers. So, all right. Let's fucking see. What else is there to talk about? I mean, there's plenty to talk about, but it's like, what are we gonna get to? What are we gonna get to tonight? Yeah, I want to talk about this real fast because Mango tipped me off to something that didn't actually end up fucking happening, and I wanted to address this like live on air because a lot of people probably didn't know this happened. But yeah, JDubs was allegedly going to fucking interview a fucking Nazi, and that didn't end up happening. That's absolutely fucking insane.
The Irish Catholic Jew Muslim in that order
decided to interview a neo-Nazi. And not just any neo-Nazi apparently, but oh, hey, what's up, Fit and Curvy? How you doing? Happy to see you around. I look forward to seeing you around more often. We'll have you back on soon.
Soon.
Yeah, freaking soon. But yeah, he completely was going. He was wanting to have a conversation with this person. It didn't end up happening. I think Keon said that he was like fucking 3 hours late, and they just didn't end up showing it all.
Yep.
So yeah, it's and apparently this person wasn't even white, right?
No, she's Chinese.
Oh, right. Yeah.
She was born in China. She moved to the UK. She was raised by like a white family and became a neo-Nazi.
That's insane. That's absolutely fucking insane. And you know, like, it's probably for the best that we'll never get to see JDubs have a conversation with them because, we've seen what JDubs says in a conversation with Von Helton. Like, literally, tries to talk about encouraging people to do acts of terrorism. So I can only imagine what he would do if he was in a fucking, I don't know if he would even be an echo chamber because I'm not sure how much they'd fucking agree, you know, him claiming to be Jewish and this being a literal fucking Nazi. But something tells me that a lot of their political ideas would at least align because they're both fucking crazy as shit and probably believe in authoritarianism. So I don't know. I would hate to fucking see what either one of them would say. It would probably get both of their fucking channels taken down if they have any presence on YouTube at all after this point. But I didn't even know JDubs was still making fucking content. I'll be entirely honest with you. I haven't paid attention to him in fucking years.
Whenever I see something like that dynamic, like the Hodge twins, that's who I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Those two fucking half-wits that are just like, oh yeah, we're super pro-Trump and, you know, whatever. And it's just like, yeah, I agree that you're you're grifting. But the people you're supporting, did you know that they fucking hate you? And the moment that they would get power, they would just take you out.
That's the fucking thing. Like, they don't know that shit, and like, it's really a fucking issue because there's been a lot of fucking manipulation when it comes to like people's good fucking will, especially towards politicians. Like, this has always been the case, but I feel like especially in the past decade, like it's very apparent. Like, people's goodwill is getting abused by politicians on a fucking frequent basis. And you know what? Like, the same person could literally fucking shit all over them, and they'll be like, "I'll still vote for you because you're not the other guy. I'll still vote for you. You're not the other guy." It's like, Jesus fucking Christ. People have no standards these days at all when it comes to politics. It's like it's a reverse standard. You just have to not be the literal fucking bottom of the barrels option. Like, I can't take it. I can't fucking take it anymore, honestly. Like, politics, I got really burned out about it. That's part of why I didn't do streams for almost a fucking year, is because, like, luckily now I'm able to separate myself from a lot more from it and just, talk about it like once or twice a week. But it used to fucking be way too much stress on me. I could not talk about that shit. Not at all. And I feel like a lot of other people got burned out too. But let's talk about this because there's some justice being faced for a really terrible act, but not enough in my opinion. Because there was a dude who swatted the Ubisoft's office for the Rainbow Six ban, which I don't even know what that is, if I'm being entirely honest. I'm not familiar with the circumstance.
So, no, it says because reading comprehension can sometimes be a bitch when it's typed out like that. So, a dude got banned from Rainbow Six. And so he swatted the Ubisoft office.
Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you for pointing that
Yeah.
out. I thought this... Yeah, that could have been worded
Man who
better.
swatted Ubisoft's office for Rainbow Six ban. He was banned from Rainbow Six, and so he swatted them.
Okay, thank you. But, yeah. So
man, I really
weird
wish
way
I could get fucking Roxo for this shit. Sorry, I'm really...
God.
Yeah, it's fine. We understand. Like, it's going to be a point of contention for a long time.
Yeah. But, yeah, sentenced to fucking 3 years. Not enough, in my opinion. I'm glad that there's, like, some actual fucking justice being faced for this, but, like, 3 fucking years? Are you goddamn kidding me? Like, this kills people. This gives people, traumatic experiences. I'll put it like that. So, yeah, this can literally fuck up somebody for their entire life if it doesn't take their life. So, to say that they're only going to fucking be sentenced to 3 years... somehow it's an improvement upon the nothing that usually not nothing, but the very minimal punishments that seem to usually come out of this fucking shit.
I mean, usually what does come out of that shit is nothing, though. Like, someone can swat someone else and they'll never, like, face any sort
consequences.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought most of the time there was something.
No, there's a ton of people that have been swatted, and the person that swatted them faces nothing because they're in a different state. Because they have a different set of rules and regulations that they have to abide by, that they will never face consequences.
That is insanity.
This literally this exact same scenario that Mango's. This happened to me on Christmas Eve of last year. Roxo swatted me. He threatened to swat me on Discord. I still have the screenshots of him saying, "I'm gonna swat this motherfucker." And you know what happened on Christmas Eve? I had rifles pointed in my fucking face.
Jesus Christ.
You know what's going to happen to Roxo? Absolutely goddamn nothing for right now, because he gave a fake name and fake phone number to the police officers to call back on. Like, there's literally no way for him to face some sort of punishment. And this happens all the goddamn fucking time.
So I thought this was a terrible circumstance, but in fact, this is the worst circumstance ever. Like, the fact that there's actually no consequences being faced at all for these people. It's not just like underdone consequences. It's no consequences at all in most cases.
Yeah.
That's
in
fucking
the
unbelievable.
Cases, there's no consequences.
Go ahead.
Let me explain something to you. So obviously you guys know I'm combat veteran. I gotta take a second. So anyway, I know what it's like to clear a room, right? So you go inside and and like you're stacked up on a door. So you have your rifles, you have your weapons out, and you go in through a door and you clear the room. All of a sudden, I'm sitting at my computer, and all I hear, Ravenna Sheriff's Office. I was like, what the fuck? So I get up, and I know exactly what the fuck is about to happen. So I open the door, I put my hands on the fucking window, and I was like, I'm coming out. I have nothing. And I had fucking rifles like pointing in my fucking face.
How many times does someone have to do nothing before they start taking this seriously? You know what I mean? Like, how many times does it have to be done to an innocent person? You know what I mean? Like, I don't believe it.
Look,
Like,
had I not known what the fuck was going on, and I just like walked out, I could have been shot in the fucking chest. Because that's
Like,
what
we
they would
were
have done.
literally just getting drunk on Miss Parker's stream. Like, we were all having fun.
I want to express something to you. So a SWAT team isn't just they're not just like sitting at the police department like do waiting for a call to come out. They're regular officers that actually are trained for SWAT. So you had a bunch of fucking officers that came out, and these guys will, if I came out and I looked like a threat, like say I had my fucking cell phone in my hand and I was just like, what the fuck is going on? And they perceived it as a gun, I could have gotten shot, and they would have shot me center mass right in my fucking chest. And it could have been a pistol or a rifle or whatever. I probably would have fucking died. There's really no way to find out where the fuck Roxo is to find out like where he actually like did this. That actually like traumatized me quite a bit. Every time I think about it, I get so fucking angry. I get so pissed off because I'm just like, this sack of fucking shit got every opportunity in my Discord to not get banned. And I banned him from my Discord, and he fucking called emergency services out of the area in order to fucking come after me on Christmas Eve.
On over the most petty thing imaginable. Like, literally.
What a fucking bitch.
Yeah, no, dude.
Sorry, I'm gonna take a quick second because I am so fucking livid.
Yeah, I get you, man.
You do what you need to do.
Yeah, no, that's look, I did not know the full extent of that story.
Yeah.
So,
and the thing is, like, Lizard's story is the same type of story that happens to people all over the fucking country all the goddamn time because people think it's a good way to get revenge for whatever fucking reason. Like, it's
really fucked up. Like, yeah, and it's like I said, because it's not like I was ignorant to the massive issue that swatting has. It's something that, like, I think everybody who's like ever made content on the internet has been afraid of happening to them at some point in their fucking life.
Jilly's mom, that's because there was a death involved. Because there was an actual death involved.
Yep.
Because there was a wrongful death lawsuit filed against the police station. When something like that happens, obviously they're going to exhaust their resources to prove that it wasn't their fault. It's because someone told them there was a threat.
Yep.
And they're going to figure out who the fuck told them there was a threat because someone died. And they don't want to face trouble for it.
It's out of selfishness.
There were two things that I expressed to the officers that came out, and the one that actually like came out because I had no idea who had done this at the time. Like Manga was saying, we were drunk on stream. I was pretty fucking shit faced. I was just like, oh, well, I don't know what the fuck's going on. And so the first thing was like, hey, is my dog okay? is my dog okay? Is she, nobody, like, took her away or shot her or anything? All right. And then I said probably 5 or 6 times, I was like, I'm so sorry. I apologize to all of the officers. I was like, you guys shouldn't be here. This is over some internet bullshit because they're wasting your time. You could be doing so many millions of other things. I'm so sorry. Yep. I was the most apologetic person. And they were like, dude, just calm down. I just had a fucking rifle in my face. So
Dude, I'm drunk and y'all were pointing rifles at me. Of course I'm going to be like apologetic, like, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
And I just wanted to make sure that, because look, I've said this 10,000 times on my channel. Do not waste the time of emergency services.
Any emergency services for any reason ever. Yeah. And like that's one of the most fucked up things that you can do, because there are always going to be people in need who aren't getting that shit because you're wasting the goddamn time of people. It's fucked up, and it's fucked up on so many levels. It really is, and there needs to be legal changes to make it, to make it fucking different. But all right, yeah, that's I'm glad that we at least had someone who was able to articulate their opinions on that, and in a very personal way, I suppose. Because I like I said, I understood to some extent the insanity of how much it was an issue, but to actually hear that directly from somebody that I care about, even further shows me how fucking terrible it is. So
it's fucking awful, and
it really is.
While I'm glad that the person that did it to the Ubisoft employees was able to get some sort of like repercussion for their actions, it still does not negate the fact that this happens all the time.
Yep.
And so many people have the same situation that Lizard was in, and they never face consequences, and that's fucked.
It's freaking terrible.
Yeah.
I have some other stuff if you'd like to talk about some other stuff.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I'd rather talk about some other stuff. Sorry, my internet.
No, it's good. You're good.
Lagging.
We should show Lizard Dave's good opinion that he had in 2015.
Wait.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Dave had a good opinion. Yeah.
Okay, this is news to me.
Let's see if I can agree with this.
You will.
Probably will.
You will.
All right, let's take.
I'm gonna take Mango's word for it because he knows me too well.
Donald Trump has announced his candidacy.
This was during the small clock era.
The next.
These are different clocks because there's no Istanbul.
Yeah.
This was the first go around with clocks. This was right before he put up a big whiteboard, but it was after the paintings. So it went paintings, small clocks, whiteboard, big clocks.
Oh my god, you have this all tracked out. I love it.
President of the United States. Didn't he do this already?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did.
I'm sorry. Do we really want to put the fate of the fucking nation as it teeters on debt? As it teeters on like a debt crisis? Do we really want to put a man, the only fucking man, the
fuck, dude?
I've ever even heard of. I've never met him personally, but it's the only one I've ever heard of that had casinos go fucking bankrupt. How the fuck do you bankrupt a casino? 92% of the games there, the odds are all dramatically on the house. Roulette, dramatically on the house. Slots, house. Keno, house. Spin the fucking wheelie do, house.
Yeah, it's almost like he's a fucking failure of a businessman, and he did the exact same fucking thing. He failed our country. He didn't do anything he said he was going to do. He was all bravado and nothing to show for it.
Yeah.
All hat and no cattle.
He said he was going to purge corruption. And then in the end, he claimed that it was political corruption that allowed him to lose the election. All right, then why didn't you do anything about it in your president, you fat piece of shit? Like I don't get it. Like there's so many fucking narratives. There's so many fucking narratives that Trump has run that even if you liked him in fucking 2016 or before 2016 or whenever the fuck that you were a fan of him, I don't see how you can stand by him now. He sold out all his fucking supporters. He told them to fucking go to protest, and he only fucking bailed a few of them out of the fucking shit that he told them to go and fucking do. Like, he completely fucking betrayed his voter base. He completely betrayed the country, and people are still wanting to vote for him because he's not Joe Biden.
Yeah. Also, look at how short Dave's hair is.
I know. Yeah.
This was right after, like, Curled Ender was doing the berries and cream thing.
I want to see Dave get a dyke cut. I can say that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Craps. I don't know how to fucking play. Seriously,
You don't know how to crap?
No,
He
no.
doesn't know how to play craps.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
that makes sense. I don't know how to play craps either.
I haven't the slightest.
Fuck them. The only two games that I find.
Oh
that
my god, do
have-
you see his shirt? It's Sonic and it says, "This is how I roll."
Yeah.
That's fucking cute, honestly. I actually
Right?
like that. I like that shirt. I'd wear that. I like
any
that.
chance of walking away with some money from the casino is one blackjack if you happen to be playing with an intelligent group of people. But
You're
the best
usually
one
playing by yourself,
game-
Dave.
Yeah, that. I don't think it-
The object is to beat the dealer.
When you're at a casino, you're usually not playing one-on-one with the dealer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the object.
He's referring to casinos.
Yeah, I know. I know how to play blackjack. I do.
Man,
Well,
that's
Want to
he's
play
doing it in
21? I
reference
got
to
22.
So I missed
but
everything. I don't know what's
every
going
other
on. There's a water
Dave
particle
does not
in the
like
air.
Trump in 2015.
Yeah, Dave's
Oh,
fucking
okay.
pissed off about Trump. Or
That's
he
wild
was.
because
What-
all of his followers think that Trump would have solved the, Ukraine war in a second, which he probably would have by just capitulating to Russia, and then NATO would have gone ahead and taken over, supplying Ukraine, and then that
Yeah,
whole
no,
thing. World War
I
III.
genuinely believe that he would have just genuinely given Russia those republics. And like, yeah, you can have these areas that you forcefully annexed. Just
You're like,
just don't cause any
I-
issues.
I talked to President Putin. He's a great guy. He just wants his territory back. Look, we don't want the Soviet Union, but you know what? He's gonna take what he wants to take. He's a businessman just like me.
Yeah, he would
We
say
got
that.
Why is your Trump impression so good? I don't like this.
Because I listened to that stupid sack of shit way too much.
Clearly.
I feel you. I think everybody's heard his voice way too much, honestly.
game and the whole goddamn thing, especially the most popular one, would everyone agree with me?
All right,
Slot.
he's going on a long diatribe about the failed
But-
casino, which I get.
Yeah,
but
but
Wait.
his point still stands though. Like, why
does,
would
yeah.
you trust the
Okay,
country
I-
that's teetering on a massive debt to a guy that bankrupt casinos?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, if that's the breakdown of this, I definitely agree with Dave.
It's the one time I've agreed with Dave.
ever.
Yeah.
However, comma space, Dave doesn't know what he's talking about still.
But at the same time, you have to remember this was 2015, Dave.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
is
was
quite
right
old.
after
Okay.
Trump announced that he was running for president.
Okay,
And this is like his
2012
initial
Dave,
reaction.
2015.
2012 Dave couldn't
Play Barbie.
evaluate
Yeah.
a video game. So he's trying to jump on every bandwagon that he can.
Yeah, you're right. This
And-
is like his political bandwagon. That's a good
Hmm.
point.
Well,
He's already been on the political bandwagon though. That's why he has the clocks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wait. We're gonna have to start naming these different eras. You know?
This is clock era 1.
Okay,
Clock
we gotta give
Era
it
One.
something like quirkier than that, Mango. We can't just call it like clock era.
I call this one the tiny clock era because it was
Aw.
only like 6 clocks. It's the tiny clock era.
All right, what would you say the tiny clock era is defined by content-wise?
Okay, so tiny clock era is defined by the end of Gamergate and his like dipping his toes into major politics, like outside of Gamergate and anti-feminist stuff.
We must remember that history overlaps. So it's not just, you know, there's a block here and a block there. We gotta. When did he get different clocks?
He got different clocks. Different clocks came around when the War Corps channel was banned, and he was doing the Lord of Patriarchy channel.
Oh,
Oh,
I didn't know the War Corps Wardor channel got banned.
Yeah, he got banned from YouTube because like because you know Sarkeesian, like that whole thing, you know, the whole Gamergate thing.
Yeah, you didn't know he had to rebuild. Like that was a big part of what happened to him. That's why he was reborn as Lord of Patriarchy.
Yeah,
he died for our sins.
The Dave lore is as deep as a porta potty.
I know, yeah. And look, it's real. Dave is really not as complicated as like, like compared to someone like Shani or Vaughn or like, you know, any of these other fucking whackballs. Dave is a lot more simple to observe. I feel like, you know.
Yeah, it's really easy to figure out his timeline. I did it in an hour and a half.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You know what? It's easy to understand and it's low stress to consume, because the only one that he's degrading the quality of it is himself and nobody else. There's no hard.
He also hasn't been online every single day for years.
Yeah, I mean, he's been pretty active, pretty consistently, but he's not like online every single day.
Okay, so nowadays he is. But he did used to have longer stretches where he wasn't around. That's why his angry game reviews. There was like one time that he went a whole year without uploading.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that.
Yeah.
You went a whole year? Damn.
Yeah. But he was also like uploading on War Corps, and the War Corps thing wasn't every day because he was working. He was like actually outside of the house doing his job, which is why I think like he got fired and he's just living off of whatever savings he has.
Man, that's probably true. What's up, Jace? Dave looks like the chief from that comic strip about Danish Vikings. I don't know what you're talking about, but he really does look like a generic balding Viking, you know? I've always thought that.
My best friend from the army, Timmy, his first son's name is Jace. So,
Timmy.
There you go.
Aw.
Timmy.
Yeah, this motherfucker.
Yeah, I know. this guy right here.
No.
What's up, Jan?
I was talking about Timmy. This sack of shit. Real quick story. So we were in a very small group, and we had this dude, Sergeant Valdez, and Timmy talks shit. He's like 5'1" and just talks all kinds of shit. So, you know, we're all at PT and physical training, for those of you that don't know what it is. We're at PT in the morning, and Timmy starts talking shit about the Raiders because, you know, he's into sports. He's like, oh yeah, I'm a fucking Browns fan. Yeah, fucking Ohio, blah 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 blah. And Sergeant Valdez is like, if you don't support or if you don't support the fucking Raiders, then get down and start fucking doing push-ups. Well, Timmy fucking points at me and he goes, well, hey, fucking Grace is from Cleveland. And he goes, Sergeant Valdez goes, get the fuck down and start fucking doing push-ups. And I'm like, I don't even watch sport.
Oh my God.
But I still had to fucking do push-ups until I fucking like couldn't do them anymore. And that's how I met Timmy. He's one of my best friends.
Damn, that's a great fucking story. Oh damn.
Oh dude. Good old army. But anyway, sorry. I didn't mean to
Yeah, we can continue.
Go on a diatribe tangent, whatever.
Dave needs to go on a diet tribe. Emphasis on the first 4 words.
Yeah.
There's
mean,
no.
letters.
You mean letters?
Yes. No, don't point that out. Don't point that out. Don't point that out.
Yeah. Too late.
Anna.
I mean, there's no fucking.
I mean, there's no fucking, yeah.
Yeah,
That's true.
not in this basement. Not.
So I don't get how in the hell you can own a casino and then it goes bankrupt. It's a money pit. Dumbasses roll in, put their money
Okay,
in.
hold on.
That's a good
Whoa.
point. Yeah.
Wait. That's not how a money pit works.
Yeah, I don't know why he's using that like particular
Yeah,
example.
that's-
Like,
Look, overall, the point is good.
the
let's
point's
try
good
to.
overall. Yeah.
Yeah, like the details are just.
Not well articulated, but I get the point he's trying to make, if that makes
You're-
sense.
Well
We're
articulated.
missing. We're missing the forest for the trees here.
Yeah.
We are. Yes, we are. Yes.
And then leave. You're not selling products. You don't have to keep inventory.
What?
How are you losing money on this? Yeah, that's who we want running our country. Yeah, the only guy who had not one, but several casinos go belly up. How damn near everything this guy has touched has gone belly up.
Yep,
Yeah.
and the country's next.
So why did you vote for him?
He just happened.
Because he wasn't the other person.
It wasn't
He wasn't-
Hillary.
I mean,
Yeah, he wasn't the other person. Yeah, he wasn't fucking Kill Dog. You know?
he had that.
at the
You
right
know,
time. Well, you can't.
to be fair, both Dave and Trump have a concave penis. So
Oh my god.
Do that when you're the
Yeah, it's an innie, not an outie.
president. You can't just- wow. So yeah, Donald Trump's candidacy, it's the same joke he's become. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Yeah,
That was
Like-
well said. Actually, well
Wow.
said.
yeah. Like
Donald
this,
Trump.
this was back at a time when Dave actually made sense. This was before he started drinking so heavily, which is why I believe he got fired from his job. And he's just like living off of savings. He got fired. He's depressed. He's drinking a whole bunch. He's drinking way more than he should, especially now since he's like
Mhm.
actively passing out on camera. Like
Yeah.
it was just,
That
it
was
was
his best
all
viewership.
downhill as soon as he started drinking more.
yeah, and he's not the most functional alcoholic. Because there's this dude that I follow on YouTube that was like, he did like 2 8-balls of Coke a day, and he was drinking like 2/5 of vodka a day, and then he eventually got sober, and that's how he started making his TikToks or shorts or whatever. And it's like, how do you function on that? And Dave barely functions.
Yeah,
I would argue
he's-
he doesn't at all. Like,
He's pushed himself to the point where he's non-functional. Like everyone knows that when it comes to talking about people with disabilities, I always say do not use functional language because everyone's functional. However, comma space, Dave is the exception because look at him.
yeah. Like,
it's a
Look at
fucking
him.
mystery. It's a fucking mystery how he
He-
functions.
he has all the tools to succeed, and he still like isn't willing to do shit. I think that's what it boils down to. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, he's perfectly capable of doing a lot more than he does, but he just refuses to do so because he's lazy. You know,
He's
like,
perfectly
genuinely.
capable of having opinions that people agree with. Like, we just
Yeah.
watched a video where all of us were like, yeah, Trump was fucking terrible. Like, that was a bad idea. He shouldn't have run for president. Why are people going to trust him? We agreed with Dave's opinion. But
Yeah.
then Dave started drinking heavily, and his mindset on things changed because, hey, who's going to support the alcoholic? People that have good opinions, or the people that are, well, white nationalists that are also drunks?
Exactly. That's all it boils down to for Dave. It wasn't Hillary or Biden. He went from making sense here to saying how great a leader Trump was. Yeah, a lot of people fell down that rabbit
Yeah.
hole after fucking
Okay,
Mhm.
look,
2015.
I'll tell you this straight up. Trump is not a leader. He's he's a cult leader, but not like an actual leader.
Yeah, he doesn't have
Leader.
leadership qualities. I think
Yeah.
that's what you mean. Yeah,
He doesn't have
Biden-
qualities, period.
Biden is a placeholder for someone better, and honestly, he's not that fucking great.
No, he's
But
not.
like,
He's just a bench warmer.
yeah, that's pretty much it. So like, oh shit, we need somebody in center field. Send out Biden.
let me
Oh
tell you.
shit, he caught a ball once.
Maybe this
Like-
is like a weird measure of like of like how our democracy is going. But if we have the same two people against each other in 2 consecutive elections, then there's something really, really wrong with how our country functions. And I
Oh,
think
for
we all
sure.
we all need to accept that if that becomes the case. Like, we need to do something about it. Like, people need to actually fucking step up and do something about it across the political spectrum. If we get another fucking Biden versus Trump, there is something wrong here with our country.
The problem is that if people are, you can't get the majority of the nation to be like, well, I don't even give a fuck anymore. Like, it's not even a democracy, because half of the country is like, well, I'm just going to vote for Trump because, you know,
He's not the other guy.
I hate this group of people. Just, you know, fill in the blocks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's
And then
that's
the
why I
other
said-
half is like, well, we actually want something done. So we want someone who's competent. And, well, look, Biden ain't it. But at the same time, I'd rather have a placeholder for another 4 fucking years as opposed to,
The further
you know,
degradation of our country. Yeah.
exactly.
Jilly's mom. What's funny about Trump saying that he's only running to stay out of jail is the fact that that will not have any bearing as to whether or not he goes to jail. He's already been federally indicted. He's going to be indicted further in multiple states. He may think that it'll keep him out of jail. However, comma space, that does not stop the legal process from happening. He is going to go to jail.
Yeah.
Well, okay, but here's the thing. Will they still
He's-
allow him to run out of prison?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no
There
way.
is-
Yes.
No, there is currently no legal precedent
No
for
way.
someone running for office that is currently facing charges.
As a matter of
Yeah,
fact,
dude,
as a
it's-
matter of fact, the last person to have done it was actually Eugene Debs back in 1912.
And we know with certainty that the Supreme Court, if it comes to that, will allow it to happen. We know with how
Yeah.
they've been voting.
The Supreme Court has already had 2 different rulings on such a matter. And the way that they ruled was that there's like nothing they can do to stop someone from running for president that's in jail. Like, as to whether or not they can actually run the country from jail is another story. They have not ruled on that specific thing. So currently,
I bet they
there's
would.
nothing they can do.
I bet they fucking would. Like, this has become such a clown show of a country that they literally let that fucking happen. Like, it sounds unbelievable, unreasonable, but that's exactly why I think it could happen. So,
Yeah. So
go out and vote, people. That's all I'm gonna say.
go out and vote, and then sneeze on your local Republicans so that they can't fight in the new Civil War.
Jesus Christ. All right. Well, I don't know about
So actually, there is nothing that will prevent him from being on the ballot in specific states at this point in time, because he did announce his candidacy before a cutoff date, because he submitted the paperwork before a cutoff date. The reason that states can stop you from being on the ballot is if you do not specifically follow the rules as to being on their ballot. Jail is not one of the things that is on those rules.
That's freaking.
He's within guidelines.
You know what? This is the worst thing ever, but I also find it hilarious. I can't help but find it hilarious, because if I feel anything else, I'm gonna like lose all faith in humanity.
Like Kanye West, when Kanye West ran, certain states would not allow him on the ballot purely because he submitted all of his stuff after the deadline, because they were already so far into the electoral season that it was like, okay,
Wait.
well, there's no point.
Kanye West is stupid as shit.
Wow, what a surprise!
Oh, didn't see that one coming.
Wow.
You really don't have to edit that though, Anna. Like, look at it. It's
Yeah,
fine.
but like,
Yeah.
Oh no.
There we go.
Okay.
What do you think of that? What do you think of
He
that?
looks okay. He looks like an N64 Zelda character too much.
Yeah, you're right.
But isn't that kind of perfect though, considering it's from his game review channel?
Yeah, that's true.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm just like, you know what? Let me just. There's too much
Does
real.
Dave have teeth?
There's too much real estate up there. I mean,
Yeah, those are teeth.
yeah, those are teeth. Teeth! Exclamation
Teeth.
point.
He's
It's
not
like
gumming a steak.
oh, look at that. What do you think of that? That's my final. That's my final offer. That's my fucking final offer.
Is that all you have to offer?
I don't know. Why don't you ask Dave?
Nah,
no,
you
he
know
won't
what? I
listen
think
to
I'm
me.
gonna walk across the street, see what they got.
Ah, damn. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Yeah. I don't blame you. If this is the only thing that you got offered, I'd fucking head in the exact opposite direction immediately, man. All right. There's some shit. I'm gonna have to update the title, but I really don't want to talk about Shani tonight. So
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's been a nice night so far. Let's not
Yeah.
ruin it.
let's
Been
not
pretty
ruin
good.
it. Mango, do you want to talk about Dave's Daily Motion bit shoot, or should we should that for another time?
Oh my god. Yeah, he does have a bit shoot and a Daily Motion because, you know, after he got banned from YouTube, he was kind of like, oh, I'm going to come back as the Lord of Patriarchy and these things are going to be connected to my Patreon. And then, like, they went nowhere and he abandoned them after like a year.
All right, since we're not going to be we can talk about at least one video on each of these real quick.
Oh,
but,
you for Daily Motion, you should do the Redskins video.
Oh no.
I don't know if I can say that. All right, let me see.
He's referring to the football team. There you go.
Oh,
I
don't the
don't
Native
know if I
Americans
can
have...
do that. That felt a little personal, but I know what you're talking about.
yeah.
The title of this video is "Don't the Native Americans have bigger fish to fry than the Redskins?"
The Redskins.
Well,
Wow.
This was during the painting era, as you can see.
Alright.
He also had that like filing cabinet behind him. It was before he got the PVC shelves.
Do you think you painted
And it was
these himself?
also yes.
That looks like
You
a
see
giant
them?
meatball. Yeah.
It looks like a giant nothing.
Yeah, you're right.
he
These look like nothing.
He painted these himself.
Oh, definitely. You can tell. I shouldn't even ask.
Okay, this is just something that drives me nuts every time all year the football season rolls around. Coming to you live on Vimo.
It's not Vimo.
And that
He was also on Vimo at the time.
Oh.
that is the Washington Redskins. Now, every year, groups of Native American activists whine and cry about the Washington Redskins football team.
You know what, though? It's a lot less people than a lot of people like to make it out to be.
Yes,
So-
it is.
Yeah.
He still has those divots right before
I
his
mean-
fat teeth.
You know the sad part. Okay, I'm about to say something here.
All right.
This Dave is far less objectionable for me than the Dave now.
No, I agree. You know what? The Dave.
Yeah.
I just realized.
I don't really complain too much about this Dave, but the Dave we all have right now
Terrible.
falls very short.
Okay, so I just put one and
Can
two
I
together.
elaborate on that
Yeah, go ahead.
real
go
quick?
ahead. Yeah, then I'll give my explanation. of something.
The bar is in the dirt, though.
It really is.
The
Like
bar
we're
is
subterranean.
halfway in the earth. Okay, it's past the crust and into the mantle. That's how low the bar
Damn.
is.
It's just like you got to get that umpire paintbrush to sweep it off so you can see it.
Dave's doing a
See
speed
home
run to the
plate.
core of how much he can fucking degrade his personality. So, but yeah,
Something
I
like that.
didn't realize because like I used to like back when Unterhaven was new, like during the first year that we were doing shows, we had Dave on, and I was like, you know, I'd like to have him on more often so that we can like talk to him and like have someone on who we disagree with.
Dave
on a
was
regular
just like
basis.
a normal dude at the time. Like
Yeah,
he would
yeah.
disagree with y'all, and then
Yeah.
y'all could watch some stupid shit and like laugh.
Yeah, I should play some clips from that original episode that we had him on because it was really a very strange and surreal. It's probably one of the best episodes of Underhaven because like it was a very interesting dynamic that me, Swegja, and Dave had with each other because we all at some point in time both me and Sweg gave Dave a lot of shit and he gave it back. And it just sucks that he's degraded as a person so much within recent years. Like he's so unwilling to put in effort, so unwilling to articulate himself, and so unwilling to put out an original viewpoint.
Here's the 40 plus press play. Dave, his biggest flaw, and this is something that is absolutely just, it pisses me off to anybody, the inability to say, I am wrong.
Yeah. He just digs his heels in.
Yep.
He will concede a point, but he'll be like, okay, fine, whatever, but you know what? I'm not going to change. No, you actually have to say, I am wrong, and then you can change. And Dave can't change.
Yeah, he's always unwilling. That's a really good point to bring up because he refuses to like ever be humbled under any circumstance ever. Even when the facts are pointed right in his fucking face, he'll find a way to deflect it. Like, all right, you know, I might have not been entirely right, but he'll never fully concede. It's always like a 50% concession at most.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
would love to just drop him off at a gas station in East Cleveland and be like, okay, find your way home.
I'd love to just
find your way to your
off,
hotel. This motherfucker would be like, it would be robbed and fucking calling me and be like, I don't know where I am. I just got my jaw rocked because, you know, I went to the gas station. I asked them for directions and then they fucking just jacked me in the face.
An analogy on my YouTube channel of the same name that feminists, especially in the Western world, really don't have anything left to fight for, so they're left whining and crying about movies.
What's this have to do?
Is it roboting for anybody else?
No, it's playing fine for me.
Yeah, it's playing fine for me too. So I don't know. Maybe
okay. I just wanted to know if it was.
It might be your net zero internet.
Yeah, it might be your fucking phone or whatever.
Look, let me adjust the antenna. You know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just get on top of the TV with a bunch of aluminum foil and start moving. We'll let you know when you come in clear.
I can't believe people actually.
Hold on, give me 1 second. I got I'll put a can on the. All right, are we good?
Yeah, it sounds a million times better. Yeah.
Sweet.
Books and just trivial shit, which is making their movement look, well, retarded. But the Native Americans, on the other hand, they have some real problems. They've got
all of them caused by the U.S. government and not themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've got a sky-high unemployment rate that doesn't matter if we're in a recession or not. They've got a high depression rate, high suicide rate, an appalling high school dropout rate, a catastrophic alcoholism rate.
Have you seen the fucking reservations?
Yeah. The reservations are like third world nations.
Yeah,
Here's
they
the
are.
thing, though. Like he's pointing out some really good like things.
Yeah.
He's pointing out all of these issues within reservations and being like, why are they bringing up the Redskins? Like, I get where he's coming from in that, okay, they have a whole lot of other issues that they should be focused on, but at the same time, he's framing it in just the worst way.
No, he
and
really is.
This is painting era Dave. This is way back in like 2013, 2014. This is Dave before the alcoholism really kicked his ass. This is making sense, Dave.
Yeah.
Why does Dave make sense?
I have no idea how. It makes me uncomfortable, and I don't like it.
Drug use up the ass. Anything else?
That was a really unfortunate phrase. I'm sorry.
Yeah, drug use up the ass.
I mean,
but do they focus their efforts
best
on
way to take it, I guess,
getting their community back up and on its feet?
All right, 1 second. I'm gonna start smoking in a whole different way.
So maybe things aren't so bad.
Sometimes you gotta boof.
Smoke them.
Whine and cry.
Anal bong rips.
Oh my god, you'd have to have like a magnetic ass to make that shit work.
About what happened to him 150 years ago.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. You can try it out if you got like that suction cup ass, but I don't know.
I mean, if you can control your blood bowl, I think you can inhale.
What
Look.
the fuck?
You just gotta focus really hard. It's already gonna have a vacuum effect. You just gotta like make sure you control it. Right?
I
Yeah,
mean, you
Oh
could
my
pro-
god, I
you
just shit myself. I can't
could-
control either.
you
Oh
could
goodness.
probably okay. Listen, you could probably clear out and then get like a hose and actually blow smoke up your ass.
Actually blow smoke up your ass.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes, it was wrong. But I'm not going to feel bad about it because I didn't do it.
Jesus Christ,
My
that
grandpa
microphone's peaking. Like,
Oh my god!
I know.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Do it.
Look at that
Maybe
face.
my great grandpa, maybe.
I know, look at it.
But I didn't. So I'm not going to feel bad. And second, I've been having
He's looking at his notes on his
I'm
computer.
No, I can't unsee that. He's looking directly at him, yeah.
going on about it.
All while he's fucking talking in his microphone, making that farty ass sound.
And even
His
longer than that,
webcam mic at that.
Yeah.
yeah, it happened, but yeah. But maybe you should worry about
Damn, he can't even talk into a web phone microphone properly.
No.
Dave.
you can't. A web phone?
I just
Dave,
called the web.
phone.
Web
What?
phone.
Stop. You already done this once. You can't call me out again.
No,
Yes,
no,
again.
no. Yeah. Web phone. What fucking 2004 tech have you been using?
Shut the fuck up.
Fucking hell.
I'm using my Nokia 3310.
No, I'm using Telegraph. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
of Americans place themselves up, have some pride once again. You know, get a job, go to
Hey.
college, all that. You know, become productive members of society.
Completely forget your degree
Instead,
like
you
me.
ignore the crippling alcoholism, drug use, depression, suicide, unemployment.
Talking into a mirror.
And diabetes.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Talking
Somebody
to-
clip that. Somebody clip that alcoholism thing
Yeah.
so that I can put it with Dave passing the fuck out
Yeah.
on a short. That'd be perfect.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have
But-
like someone can put in the music like da da da, or you know, some type of sad trombone music or some shit. Like,
Wah, wah.
oh yeah, I know. Yeah, then just show him passed out. Yeah.
Instead, you focus
Dude.
on football and stuff that really doesn't matter. Because either you're too lazy to fix those problems or you have no idea how. Now, maybe if you fix those problems,
Wow, you are the most
maybe
racist
make
piece
more
of
sense to
shit.
move on.
Okay, I
Yeah.
gotta
Blaming Native
stop
Americans
this
for it.
because
That's fine.
yeah, Dave.
Take a
The
deep
most
breath.
trafficked people, human trafficking is a problem. The most trafficked people in the United States, in North America, are indigenous women.
I did not know that. I did not know that at all.
Yes.
That's fucking crazy.
It's because the U.S. government does not give a fuck about Native Americans. They
Yeah.
don't give a flying fuck about this shit.
They don't seem to give a shit about
They
the
don't
reservations,
fucking care.
especially.
They literally the
I-
Supreme
Okay,
Court just
so,
the
wait.
Supreme Court. Okay.
To be fair, we do have to give Dave this one. Missing Indigenous women, trafficked Indigenous women, all of these issues were not vocalized the same way in 2014, 2015.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was not something that was on people's radars in the same way because they did not have the same type of platform to spread this information.
Fair enough, but let me counteract that with this. I grew up in Cleveland. I remember when I was like, I don't know, 10, 12 years old, of protesters trying to get the Chief Wahoo taken away from the Cleveland Indians. They're now the Cleveland Guardians. I'm a 33-year-old man now. It took way before, when I was still in my dad's ball sack, people were still trying to get this removed. And this dude is devaluing their progress by saying, oh, you quit fucking whining. And this,
he thinks it doesn't matter, but it makes sense why it doesn't matter to him because he's not one of those fucking people. Why would he give a shit? He never
leaves his fucking basement. He never leaves his fucking house.
He never fucking cuts his grass, even.
Dude, yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's 100% true.
Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't even go in his backyard to cut his grass on a regular basis.
Dude, fucking. I was about to have a point, but I forgot. But then you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I ruined it. I ruined it with Dave's grass.
Okay.
So I do have to tell you, though, there, Lizard, that the Cleveland Indians were not renamed the Guardians until 2022.
I know.
Like,
Because it took that long. I remember watching the protests on the news of Native Americans being like, hey, you're being really offensive to people who were like, yeah, we really support the Indians. And they would have like Chief Wahoo paint all over the face. And then all of a sudden it's like, hey, that's probably not a good thing. Maybe it's, and obviously it's for corporate profits. So they just, changed it up. But at the same time,
the history of the name, the Cleveland Indians, is actually interesting. I was just reading about it.
What's weird to me is like, it's strange to me that the word Indian is still so commonly used for like Native people in America. It's really weird to me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
That's because Christopher Columbus is a fucking moron.
I know. But I just wish we could all like acknowledge like, hey, that was a misnomer. And look, I wouldn't mind if like regular Indian people didn't exist, but like it's way too fucking confusing. Like people get confused, and these two cultures have nothing in common. It's like actually Native Americans are like multiple cultures, and none of their cultures have almost anything to do in common with India. So
yeah, dude, look up Cahokia. Cahokia is, I believe it's in Illinois or Indiana, and the white settlers actually destroyed a decent amount of this city just because they were like, oh, we don't fucking need this. We're just gonna clear this shit out. And now it's a national park, and it's one of the largest cities for like pilgrimage of Native people all across North America. Like they would come from thousands of miles just to come and like have celebrations for X, Y, and Z. Just name something like a harvest or whatever. And there's these gigantic fucking it's a fucking city. And for fuck's sake, the Aztecs didn't build most of the shit that they are renowned for because they just walked upon it and they were like, okay, well, we're just gonna clear out all this shit and then make a civilization. So there was something before them.
Mm-hmm. The Olmec,
which is fucking fantastic. And for this sack of fucking shit, some dude, and I love to say this, war corpse, war dork, your ass at the very moment of World War III, you would straight up be a war corpse. You would be sandbagged and thrown up over a trench so that you could catch bullets instead of protecting the people that would, be trying to, win the war. And not going to,
Oh,
not
excuse
going to
me
mince
for 1
words,
second.
but it would probably because of friendly fire.
Yeah, Yarn. The reason that American Indian is the legal term is because Christopher Columbus is a fucking idiot and thought that he had landed in the Indies.
But yeah, they just haven't changed it yet for some reason. Like I
So,
know that is
like,
actually the legal classification.
we know that it's the legal term, but the legal term, like, it doesn't change the fact that it comes from the fact that Christopher Columbus is a fucking idiot and thought that he was in the Indies.
Can you enlighten me on something, Mango? Because there is one thing I don't understand. Is there a reason why people have some people have begun preferring indigenous over native.
I mean, indigenous and native are the same.
Practically, yeah.
But
they're
that's weird because I've heard some people be like, you should not call them Native Americans anymore. You should call them indigenous Americans. And I'm like,
It all depends on who you're talking to, really, because there's a lot of people, like, honestly, you should just consult with someone that is indigenous or native.
True.
And see which they prefer, because a lot of the times you're just going to hear like really, really white women that don't know anything be like, you shouldn't do this because of this, and like it's really not their business.
I don't know any indigenous Americans, honestly.
Okay, so the idea that Columbus called them Indians is actually wrong.
He didn't?
Well, it's not, though.
Many assume that the word Indian comes from Christopher Columbus being lost at sea and him believing he was in India, so he decided to call people Indians based on that. It's not true.
No.
India did not exist.
I said the Indies in Asia. The Indies was known as Asia. I did not say India. I'm specifically referring to Christopher Columbus thinking that he was in the Indies, which is how they referred to Asia at the time. It was referred to the Indies.
Yep.
So
she's right, I'm pretty sure.
So
because like there's still that archipelago, the West Indies, right? Like that's still what it's called today. Like that's where it originally landed, and I believe
I mean, like Columbus and the Portuguese colonists called indigenous inhabitants Indios, which in Portuguese means Indians, which also would lean into like.
No, they were called Los Niños de la Indios, literally children of God. No country, land, sea, or people in the world were named India prior to 1492.
No, I said Indios.
Yeah,
not
Indios.
Or India.
Indios.
Yes,
Indios.
Indeos, which white people would lay claim as being Indian. Like I'm looking at the, like I already did the research. UMass, Amherst, Colonial Williamsburg themselves, like all of these people all quote the same thing. Like these are the words that were used. This is where he thought that he was. Like it all leads credence to them being called Indians. It's not quite a debate, Seth. It's just like different factual sources.
Yeah,
because it
happened
was
a long
time ago.
Yeah.
And there's like a whole bunch of different sources as to where this could come from. But like,
yeah, I mean, here's just one fucking random map I found of like some voyages that were taken. That's why, this area over here is generally referred to as the fucking West Indies, just because like, that's what because of what Mango said earlier. That's where he thought he was going, but he was a fucking moron.
Yeah, he thought he was going to the Indies, and
anyway,
at the time of Asia.
Antiquated term. The point is, American Indian is an antiquated term.
Fun fact: the main export for Christopher Columbus was 9-year-old indigenous girls.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucked up, but unsurprising. He was a fucking terrible monster.
He was a slaver.
Yeah.
He was a slaver.
Yeah. Did you know he was blonde?
Not surprised.
I didn't know that.
Another fucking.
Wow, that was a very long silence for that one.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it. It's just like, well, considering where he came from, like, makes sense.
Can we all agree that history is fucked up? And
yeah.
Fuck Christopher Columbus. I would poop on his face if he were alive today.
Please don't. I think that's assault.
It's Christopher Columbus. It's Christopher fucking Columbus.
Okay, fair, but I still think that's assault.
No, it
cultural
definitely
changes, laws.
I can send Sasha treats, but I can't bail you out of jail. Fair enough?
Fine. I would rather have Sasha eating treats than me being bailed out of jail, as long as I can see Sasha in jail.
You wouldn't be able to. You'd be in jail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't let puppos in jail.
You know what? Fuck this country.
Hi, Justin.
Can we hit the reset button?
Christopher Plumbus. Oh my God! Shut the.
Yeah, Chris Topher Plumbus.
Christopher Plumbus.
I hope
Everyone
you
needs a
guys
Plumbus for household use.
Oh my God! All right. So, do you want to take a look at this BitChute too? Is there anything on here in particular that you think?
The BitChute needs to like definitely be something for another day because
All
some of the videos are pretty long. Because it was when he would do the
these are
patron
long
only
ones.
streams
Yeah.
and things like that, and he would also dump them
right.
on BitChute.
We'll save these for next time. I think that means that's pretty much it for tonight. Yeah. Wow, we've gone over hours. Yeah. So I think we'll be back Saturday. I have enough content for us to talk on Saturday. And I'll put together a crapshoot too. We'll do some crapshoot.
Oh no!
Ooh, yes, I love crapshoot.
You suck at crapshoot.
No, only half the time.
I blow at crapshoot.
I'm terrible at crapshoot.
Wait, it's just everybody bad at crapshoot.
Yes.
Yes, I'm lucky to come out.
Fine.
I'm lucky to come out with like a 60% or more.
I love to crapshoot on Christopher Columbus's face.
Me too.
Oh,
Burn.
maybe.
Sukharova syndrome. Sukharova.
It's one of Dave's fans.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Sacagawea syndrome.
No.
Oh my God.
I got the exploration bug.
It's not Sack and Nichols syndrome.
All right. But hey, before we get off here, and don't make any jokes. Seriously, don't make any jokes.
Too late.
I do want to say, I finally got back in the fucking swing of things with updating the outros and shit like that. I haven't brought this up in a long time.
Oh, I have a joke for you.
Oh yeah, what's that?
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Wow. Damn, dude, you killed my momentum.
Wow.
Why did you repeat yourself there, Mr.
Sukharova.
Syndrome? Mr. Syndrome. How about that? Like, we said maybe.
Yeah.
We said mayhap.
You heard what the woman said. But yeah, no,
I do have a joke, but I don't know if it's.
Oh no.
It's okay.
No, don't
save that joke.
It's not that bad. Come on.
It's not that bad.
I don't know if I believe you.
Because you know what? If you had any doubts in your mind, then that means I genuinely believe. Actually, no, I don't believe that, so I'm not going to say that. But
that's not really an offer. That's just you saying that you should join sometime.
I was going to say that someone's first intuition is always right, but I really don't believe that that's the case. I really don't. I think a good fucking decision is made through a good amount of thinking. Anyway, I've started out.
I'll tell it
the
in the background. How about that?
All right. So if you guys want your name to show up at the end, maybe consider throwing $1 on Patreon. I'm also going to start doing vlogs at least once a week. I'm going to record my first one tomorrow, so you guys will have something to watch. Provided that the weather is not incredibly terrible outside, and even then I could start doing some inside occasionally. But yeah, once a week vlogs. So that and your name will be in the credits and some other cool shit I'll be having in mind for you guys. So if you boost on Discord or if you help out on Patreon, you guys can get a little something extra, and I'll start doing more stuff, and I'll come up with some other ideas as well. But yeah, drop a like, consider checking that shit out. And if you missed any of our segments, I'll have the timestamps up by the time that morning rolls over. So
I don't believe you.
I don't believe you.
What?
Yeah.
I've been pretty good about that lately. Like
2 p.m. is morning somewhere.
Okay, look. There was only like one time in recent. I feel called out. Dan, there was only one time recently.
I called you
Yeah, whoa.
All right. You're fine. I guess that's my call to actually fucking do it this time. But yeah, before I go to bed, I will set the timestamps. Before I sit down and play any fucking World of Warcraft, I will do the timestamps. Before I sit down and submit some prompts to AI Family Guy, I will do the timestamps. Whatever I do.
Do some timestamps.
God damn, do them fucking timestamps.
Don't forget to wash your butt.
Yeah. Also, check out the beautiful people on panel.
Yeah.
Mango, do you have anything coming up soon? What are you doing?
Well, there's been a lot of stuff like IRL that's been going on.
Yeah.
So I haven't really been doing too much online. This is the first time I've been on a stream since I decided to stream Dave sleeping.
Oh,
Which
That
was-
was
yeah.
fantastic.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Watching him sleep was the most entertaining he's been in a long
That
time.
was fucking
Yeah.
funny. Yeah.
So, like, I didn't intend on going live that day, but it was just kind of like, you know what? I'm already here and recording it. I might as well. Anyway, I think I will be doing a bonus Shaniology soon where I talk about just Rev.
Oh boy.
Because
Ew.
I do want to read over an article that is actually about Rev that was done after he got 5150'd. It's on a website that my ex's parents used to go to all the time, Above Top Secret. It's all like
Oh.
conspiracy theories and
Oh my
shit.
god.
Like,
God.
there's an article on there about Rev after his 5150. I want to go over that with people, like show videos of just Rev being Rev.
Yep.
So I think it'll be fun. Like,
The
we'll do
Rev's
that
decline is certainly something. It's a lot different than Shani's.
Oh, yes.
so there's a lot to say about it. And yeah, definitely go check that out. Every time that Mango makes content on her channel, it's something either really fun or informative, or sometimes both as well. So go check that shit out. And yeah.
Oh,
I
and
think
keep
that's
an
about
eye
it.
out because we
Oh wait.
do have coming up soon body cam footage, unseen body cam footage of Shani and Rev. That's
Oh,
going
yeah.
to be coming out sometime.
I
very,
heard
very
about
soon.
that.
Dog.
Either you two fellas have anything that's on your mind, right?
I got nothing. I am only appearing here because it's by request. And
All right.
I'm fine with it.
How about you, Lizard?
Just check out my shorts. I'm trying to get back onto the internet. I'm probably gonna be back in the army within the next couple months. So I'm gonna disappear again. And if you explore TikTok, check out Exploring Girl Sasha, because that's where I put all of her videos where she swims and does things and doesn't listen to me when I tell her, please bring me the stick so I can throw it, because she doesn't understand that if I don't have the stick, I can't throw it.
Yeah, no, no take, only throw. Duh.
Yeah, no.
Pick up a
No
new
take,
stick. Pick
only
up a new
throw.
stick. No.
Yeah,
all right.
She has her it's her favorite stick.
Oh wait, that one. Oh, man, you know some dogs really are that. They're like a one stick hound. You know, they get their one stick that they want. You know.
Yeah.
Like it's not always like that with just like a stick either. It can be like that with like a fucking a stuffed animal or something like that. Some really get attached to one in particular, and they don't want to.
Yeah, I literally don't even have to put her on the leash. I can just like drag her to the car with the stick, and she's just focused on it. She's like, oh my god,
that's fucking hilarious, dude. Dogs are amazing.
Yeah.
Dogs are
she's
amazing.
she's my sweet puppy dog. Thank you, Mango.
You're welcome.
All right, I think that's a show, everybody.
All right, peace
It's a
out.
show for the people.
Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for joining. As always, stay tuned.
Bye.
Peace.